Poor little old me. I went to click this link. I did, yeah. I did something crazy that many people don't do when it comes to legal agreements. Which is a bit strange, I suppose. Poor little old me. I went to click this link. I did, yeah. I did something crazy that many... Oh dear. I left the volume on. Oh well, never mind. Well, yes, I did. I went to click this link and did something crazy that many people don't do when it comes to legal agreements. Which is a bit strange. I know. I read it. Well, after the fact, I have to admit, yeah. Well, at least I read it, unlike those in Parliament who didn't read Alexander Boris the Pfeffel Johnson's.
We got an oven-ready deal, put it in the microwave.
Well, quite frankly, that hobnogged us, that did. Yeah, did that oven-ready deal. We're scuppered. Well, I got scuppered, I did, for 7 days. Yeah, I got cancelled. And if you wonder what a hobknocker is, it's actually a construction tool from the 1960s. It was used for demolition, which seems quite apt, to be fair. Yes, I got cancelled. For those 7 days. For a hate crime. Against Piers Morgan. Yeah. The man who runs off stage for displaying hate towards Meghan. Little Harry's missus. Yeah. I can give it, can't they? But they can't take it. No. Well, YouTube is doing its absolute best, it is, to protect us all from those with our hate speech and our... Yeah, let's put that way. Right, yeah. If you know what I mean. Trying to protect us all from people like me. Well, no? Okay. Well, let's be honest. Who are they trying to protect? They're protecting those who pay YouTube the money. The advertisers, their clientele. They call them their partners, they do. They're partners. The fact of the matter is, the partners are actually displaying ads and what have you that are worse than what the content is. So I got cancelled for, like I say, 7 days. Right. They still played ads on my videos. Even though they were demonetized. Well, actually, I couldn't upload anything. All my videos were demonetized that period of time. And what have I done? I've went onto my YouTube channel. And I had to remove virtually, 3,000 videos on my channel. There's only about, it's under 40 videos on there now. It used to be over 3,000. I always cried. No, I didn't. But, oh, crikey, do I carry on with this? That's kind of went through my mind. But I have to admit, and I give my thanks to everybody who really, really helped us out. Because I'm quite reliant on the few views that we get to get paid. And some very kind people did actually help us along. So I do very much thank you for doing so. I really, 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 really do. And sometimes the missus, oh, crikey, she was a bit stressed. And then, oh, okay. It isn't as bad as I thought then, is it? Oh, that was good. We're still married. So, yes. I got a community guidelines strike. And that's like death. That's like, got to be careful. Context, you see. Context. Yeah, it's like going on. Row, yes. Got to be careful what you say, Got to be all drawn out of proportions. That bot, you see. All AI these days, a bit like that ChatGPT. That gets things wrong too, I can promise you. Yeah. More often than not, actually. And then you refresh or regenerate, and it gives you a totally different answer. Although, it's pretty good at writing code, I've noticed. Very useful. Yeah. But anyway. So yes, I got this community guidelines strike, which removed me from the channel for 7 days. Oh, well, I just got 2, actually. I'll be absolutely honest with you. I got 2. Community guidelines strike, pretty much one after the other. The first one was purely a warning. I'd say, oh, you need to check all your content, basically. Then they don't give you any time whatsoever to check your content because you get a second one and you get taken down for 7 days. If I get another one within the 3 months, so if I get 2, well, it'll be 3 actually, including the warning. I'll be taken down for 2 weeks. And if I get free, excuse me, if I get free community guideline strike, that's it, me gone. I'll be cancelled. You got to be careful your mannerisms regarding, you know. Can't do that. No, can't do that anymore. No, not any of that. No. If you take it all literally, the thing is, the problem. Well, one of the problem is we don't actually know what they really mean in the actual guidelines they give you. Some of it's obvious, and some of it makes a lot of sense. But some of it it's so open-ended. You just kind of say, "What do you mean? Is this? Are they talking about context, or are they being literal?" So what do? You've kind of got to refrain from getting anywhere near it. Even if you are... Well, I'll explain. I'll explain when we get through this video, because we're going to look at some parts of this... not all of it, because it's just... Some of it's mind-numbing, boring, and pretty darn obvious, regarding the community... or the guidelines. Regarding violence. Nudity. Mustn't swear. I've got a new list of words, you see. I'm trying to find a list of words that I can use in exchange. I think one of the best ones would be something like, "Just got YouTubed," or something like that. I don't know. Or "you mustard." I don't know. Maybe you've got some ideas. Leave it in chat down below. Right, if you want to support the channel, you can do that on Patreon or buy us a coffee, but also there's super chat down below if you do want to, you know, bung us one. If you think we're worth a few pennies, probably not, because I probably ain't. I have to admit, I'm pretty useless. So anyway, where's my chat? Where's my chat gone? I haven't checked the chat yet. Who's here? Who's here in the chat? After my madness right at the beginning, which I seem to do every single time I go live, I always forget to turn the volume off on the replay. Right. Okay, the volume's off there. Let's put that where it should be. La 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 la. Oh, okay, it's all looking good there. What's it looking like over here? Oh, that's all looking good over there. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Got the wrong one up there. Oh, that ain't very helpful. Oh, crumbs. I'm such a mess. You know what? I get so stressed. I think I've got everything kind of ready to go. And what happens? I mess up. And I'm probably yapping to you now, and I've probably got no volume or something. Maybe the mic was turned off and now it's on. So I'm hoping it's all okay. Let's check my channel mixer. Yeah, there's volume there. I hope you're getting volume. Or am I just talking to myself? That happened the other day when the microphone battery went. Yeah, when I was doing my woodwork. So let's go into that one. Let's keep an eye on that. Back on that one, still over here. Head. That's what. Head. So I can monitor the channel, you see what my connection's like. I've got my new internet. It's not as fast as they told me. They lied. They did Orange. They lied. Yeah. Still blooming quick though. Yeah, dance like better than what we had. Well, bring that over here. That might be easier. There we go. There it is. Hey, we've got 69 people here. Oh, my favourite number. Oh my god, that could be drawn out of all proportions. I'm gonna get cancelled again. It's not just about monetization, you see. There's two things, you see. There's when you get for profanity and stuff like that, you literally just get demonetized. You say it's not suitable for the part of the program sort of thing, so you get demonetized. But when it comes to, like, for instance, community guidelines strike, that's because they're saying you've been a very, very naughty boy. And I know what my past videos are like. I've done some naughty ones of Anne Widdecombe and stuff like that. Maybe I shouldn't have done it at the time. It just made me tickle. It's kind of how my mind works, you see. But yeah, it's just community guidelines strikes I got. And when it come down to it, it was what do? I thought, crikey, I can't go through over 3,000 videos and watch. You know how long some of my videos are. I can't watch all them. I just had to take them down. That's all I could do. Because if I got another couple, which I could have done a quick concession, you know, one after the other, well then I'd be gone. I'd be cancelled. You wouldn't see my beautiful face anymore. Well, you might do my woodworking channel, but you know we don't do that sort of thing on there. No, we try not to anyway. So anyway, let's chat. I want the chat. I need my chat. Oh dear, what am I like? I need my chat. Pop the chat out. Popped it out. Ooh, careful. Not that, no. Anyway, my God, got through here. Okay. Hello, Moto Takahi. Bonsoir, Jean. Oh, young man. Hello, young man. Hello there, Moto Takahati. And Context. Bonsoir, mon ami. Yeah, bonsoir, my friend. Hello, folks. Bill Smith. Hello, Bill. And Vipeck, Mad Monk, my buddy. Hello, that, my friend. I hope Scotland is lovely weather. It's been absolutely beautiful here today in France. It's sunny. Caroline's been out in the garden doing some gardening, and I've been stuck in the flipping shower room. Dark little tiny space doing the floor. Yeah, renewing the floor. Anyway. Wasn't pleasant. Anyway, how was your French? Can you order roast beef in the local fodder hall? What? In France, they do like a regular kind of where we all get together kind of thing in the town, in this case Orador, and they set up all these tents and stuff, and they do like paellas or bills and frites and stuff like that in the summer. There's a chance for everybody in the community to sort of like touch base really. Quite nice. Yeah, and also I do no, French is terrible. I keep trying. I've been doing various online stuff plus some 2 lessons a week. Come back to that again, so it's a struggle with it. My mouth don't move that way. I struggle with English. Haven't you noticed? For God's sake. Oh, is that okay? I don't know. Is that all right? Can I say that? You can say hell and dance. Just to get that straight. That is okay now. But all swear words are considered the same. Anything that's profanity, if it be like the hoodie with a B word with hoodie on the end, words like that, or even the other word for poo. All even words that I would never ever use, like the N word and stuff like that. They're all considered the same on YouTube now. All the same. How is that? Makes no sense whatsoever. And if I think I've got it bad, I'll tell you, gaming channels. Oh my God! Oh, I think that's okay. Yeah, gaming channels. So they're really, yeah, they're struggling. They've got masses of content, and a lot of them have, such as RT Game and channels like that. Well, they've got so much content. What do they do with it all? Take it all down? Now, RT Game, for instance, he was watching. Little Daniel, he was watching his channel, keep refreshing his page, and it's like more getting demonetized. If you rely on that income, all of a sudden you're not making any money. It's like I got YouTubed for 7 days, cancelled for 7 days, and obviously I made nothing on those 7 days at all. Just thankful for those of you who did really help us out. Anyway, so we've got Wim here, Wim, and Sean Nibble, Bud, Brian. Hello, Brian. The force is strong in the canine, one staring out from my screen at me. Oh, just pull my wire out. Yes, that's my Sebastian over there. Oh, look at him. Isn't he lovely? He is a lovely fella. But his bark is extremely loud and air-piercing. I mean, it's just... Tangled up here. Why it's not long enough? Over that. Oh, I've lost weight. I've been on this diet, for about 2 weeks now, and I've lost about 4 kilos. It's called keto diet. It's not fun, no. But there you go. We did manage to pick up one of these little grill things, these little things you put underneath for the raclette and that, it's like cheese and stuff, because you eat loads of cheese and beets and stuff like that. You see. I have to admit, that made food fun again. So that was quite nice. Anyway, hello, RC. I hope you think European. Oh yes. I've been watching, talk about Think European, I've been watching some interviews on, Change for Europe, with Michel Barnier, and I have to admit, that was an eye-opener. I don't know if you realise this, I'm going to have to share this with you, because it's quite important, actually. Nigel, I've got to be careful. Mustn't project hate. Nigel Farage, the Right Honourable, Nigel Farage, the Huguenot. Well, he got he asked Michel Barnier for a meeting. You probably heard this before, but he asked him for a meeting. So Michel Barnier thought to himself, okay, there's no harm in that. So he had a meeting with Nigel Farage, and Nigel Farage. The last question Michel Barnier asked Nigel Farage, he said to him, How do you see the future regarding our relationship between the United Kingdom and obviously the relationship between the United Kingdom and the European Union? Nigel Farage leaned over to Michelle Barnier. When we leave the EU, it will not exist. It'll be you, but it's still here. So 7 years since Holder and Numpties put that cross in the wrong box. Obviously, I put it in the right box. Yeah. Maddening, isn't it? Absolutely maddening. So we will get into it in a moment, don't worry, regarding what we want to talk about today. 73 people there. Hello, 73 people. Hope everybody's having a lovely weekend. Hello, Rose, okay? I hope you well. Oh, Rose, be careful with your game channel. No swearing, no profanity. Gotta be careful of the context. Also, you also need to be careful of those games that show violence. Oh, yes, it's got that silly. So yes, it's Mega Blocks or whatever they call it. Was it? I don't know. One with the you make stuff. I don't know what it's called now. Not Mega Blocks because it's like Lego, isn't it? Anyway, Brian, oh my god, there's 2 Marcuses. Is it? What? No, that's because of the replay, wasn't it? Yeah, Jevnik, I can't pronounce your name. I do apologise. Jevnik. Oh, I don't. I'm useless, I know. How are you? I'm fine. After a long break, good to come back. Hey, hey. Ginger's Raft, do you not have a fence to stop unwanted coming into your front yard? Well, we have. Called Brexit. Oh, no, actually, it's not working, is it? No. Yeah, we've got more people coming now than we did before. Yeah. Silly thing is, we actually need these people. No one wants to admit it, though. Benny Stokes, hello Benny, and Sir Nugent. Are you two becoming a bit more like an autocratic state? Yes, it is. Reagan Elite, cheers, buddy. Thank you very much for your box of chocolates. Thank you very much.
You must feel the force around you.
Oh, did you feel it? Oh, I felt it. I did. Oh, I did. YouTube is acting like a bunch of snowflakes, and that is probably a reminder because on Wednesdays is the Snowflake Show, which is at 9 o'clock GMT. I think it is. Yeah, 9 o'clock GMT on a Wednesday. And I have to admit, they're doing really well because when they first started, obviously they're feeling their feet and what have you, because they haven't been going very long. Maybe Ray can tell us. I don't know how many shows they've done now, but anyway, it was all a bit higgledy-piggledy. Not higgledy-piggledy, that's not fair. They had structure, but obviously they're learning the way through. Yeah, find the way through. And I have to admit now, it's really coming together. And actually, it was quite an enjoyable show, actually. So it's definitely worthwhile giving them a look because they're progressing quite fast, I think, really. And they're learning a lot regarding keeping it all together because it's not easy. Especially when you two of you doing it, or like me when I'm just doing it with one. I've got all this stuff I want to do up here, and it's already come. Oh God, I'm the most disorganised person. Can you tell? Yes, that's what the missus says as well. Anyway, cheers for that, Reagan. Really appreciate it, my friend. Benny Stokes, fascist. Got to be careful what I say now. Am I projecting hate if I say that? Depends if you actually say it about something. If I go around, if I repeatedly call someone and the ist. Well, then maybe YouTube will flag up. It's so difficult because the problem is this algorithm thingy-majiggy, the bot, it ain't that clever. This AI is not intelligent. No. I think it's got a borderline personality disorder, to be fair. We'll get into that in a moment because some people are getting their stuff flagged up, and I've had a few issues like this as well already. And it's I'm feeling it. Who was it? Who was that? Who was that? Oh, Mark's biggest fan. Oh, cheers, my friend. And what are you saying? What are you saying? Oh, it's popped up yet? Come on, pop up. Pop chat. Live chat. Super chat alert is not in frame. That isn't, is it? That's because I was playing about with that earlier. So I actually just find it. Where's the super chat alert? Chat, super chat. I can't even see it. There's an alert down here. He's right. The super chat alert isn't in frame. That's it. I keep clicking in this area. Oh, is that it? No. No. Might be that one. Might be. People see it. Oh. It's that one. Excuse me. Oh, what's he doing? He's not. I don't know what he's doing. What is he doing? What's it? There's this alert that comes on if someone does a super chat, just like Mark's biggest fan just did, and he's quite about the super chat alert isn't in frame, and it's I think it's that. It's actually quite hard to do the super chat one because it's not in frame anyway. It's all disjointed. It's a bit odd with the software that I'm using for that. Anyway, Brian McGuire, as I posted earlier, AI is artificial insemination. I think you're probably right there. Well, it was in my day. You can subscribe to the Snowflake Show, or as Mad Monk's gone, the Snarflake Show, and watch them at this link. Yeah, definitely worth a look. Now on Wednesdays at 9 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time. And Rose says, I'm doing okay, still feeling a little overstressed from trying to find a more lax platform for my stream because I'm doubting if YouTube, Twitch are already pulling creators by the short hairs. I think you might, yeah. I think what you'll find is, Rose, once you get your following, you'll find
the force around you.
Oh, there it is. It's there. Move it along. Why is it still in? Ah, there it is. Now I've got it. Right. Anyway, I think you're going to find a lot of creators are going to be made changing the way they earn money from YouTube. It's going to end up maybe being something where they're going to rely on more Patreon than basically not monetizing. They're not being in the partner program, but finding alternative ways of monetizing, such as maybe you could, I don't know, promote a product or something, which you do through affiliate links if you like. Rose, so let's say, for instance, there's something you use, a game that you like. You can link to it as an affiliate link in Amazon, and you can earn a percentage of the sale. Now, I do that on my website, and I do earn from my website, which is wallybra.com, and I've got blogs on there, which got links to affiliates and stuff, to Amazon products. And there's a code in there, and basically what happens is you end up getting a little bit of money. And it could be, you could sign up in different countries, but the whole thing can come into one bubble. So so it's quite handy, really. So there are other ways you can earn money, but the problem with YouTube is that there isn't another platform out there that really gives you the reach. It just isn't. And now you've got shorts. Don't dismiss shorts, because YouTube shorts are now becoming monetized. The monetization is very low at the minute, and you need a lot of views to get monetized. But the thing about the YouTube Shorts is they get about 6 to 7 billion views a day. A day! I don't know what Twitter's doing. I think they're not Twitter, TikTok doing, but it's and obviously Twitch and that as well. So it's gonna be very hard to move away from YouTube. But that's where the audience is. So anyway, Brexit is now obvious failure. To even Brexiters, why are Remainers giving up now? I'm not. Are you referring to my video? Because I do mention about, but the fact that I don't feel it's going to be that easy to rejoin the EU. I really do not, and I think it's going to take a long time. But don't be so giving up. Just want to be realistic about it, because it's like anything, isn't it? You need to understand and know what you got to do to be able to turn the tide, so to speak, and do that. You need to accept the damage what's been done already, and it's considerable. We know that, don't we? We're starting to filter through to people. People are, they're worse off than what they were before. So, okay, what was that? That was Mark's biggest fan. Mark's biggest fan. Tesla kills. 1, 2. What are they? I don't know. Well, you got YouTube is tightening up, and then you got Elon Musk is getting really loose. Yes. This man.
Like you'll go person, woman, man, camera, TV.
Has got his Twitter account back. Sorry, but he has. Oh dear. And who's Zebediah Thomas, her boyfriend? I didn't. Oh God, it reminds me. I haven't checked that last video, not last one, the one before. I think it was. You mentioned. I haven't checked and watched that yet. If you want to get over the hump of speaking French, only speak French for a month. Yeah, I understand that. One of my other problems is, well, various problems we have regarding learning language here. One is I'm quite isolated here. I'm in the middle of nowhere. I don't really go anywhere. I'm a bit of a recluse, and the missus is almost tone deaf, so it's already very difficult to communicate with my dear wife. Even with the hearing aids, what have you, she's got really bad hearing, 70% down in both ears. Probably more than that now. Actually, that was like the last hearing audition test. So she's yeah, so everything's just hard, and I'm always busy. I'm always on the go, so I really struggle to find the time. Because this place here, where we live here, takes a lot of work, just upkeep, really. And then, obviously, 02, which takes a ridiculous amount of time, really, for what you get out of it. If I worked out how much I get paid by, I'll be better off doing the paper round, I'll tell you. It's just that ridiculous. It really is. But I do enjoy it. That's the thing, you said. I do, you know, and I've obviously... You get to confer with lots of different people, happy with different points of view and that as well, which is good. I think that's pretty healthy. And hello from Canada. Hello there. But that's cold over there at the moment. The dumpster. Oh, so Larry the cat. I'll see whether it is easy or not the point. The point is repairing and rejoining essentially for survival of the country. Oh no, I 100% agree. I do 100%. I agree. It's the only way forwards is rejoining or some kind of closer alignment, a stepping stone maybe. But it's just how the hell? Oh, do say that? Can't you say hell? How are we going to get there? How are we going to get there? Anyway, it's time to I get all tangled up with this flipping wire. I think I need to. A bit more about YouTube. That's it. A bit more about YouTube. Right. So we have to understand that YouTube censorship is artificial intelligence, which well, some say insemination a minute ago, but yeah, artificial intelligence or artificial insemination, and it has I think it's quite frank, it's got a borderline personality disorder because it really is. It's quite aggressive. It really is, as well as being rather stupid. Now, videos are getting demonetized on words in the description, for instance. A word can, contain coming from such like, it will be, argument's sake. All right, let's go. I've got to think of that. Think about this, right? This is where it gets quite tricky. Right. Now, let's say, for instance, it could be about context, but also you might not be that lucky either. Let's say, for instance, you're going to sing, I don't know, he's coming around the mountain when he comes, yeah? But if you put broke back into that, there's a different context, isn't it? And the likelihood you're going to be, at the very least, demonetized. It's really got that silly. You know? It isn't just because the word COMING, the bot actually can confuse that with the other word for, obviously, yeah. So it's all gone a little bit stupid. It really has. And there's another example of this which I want to share with you. So that one, not that one. Find it first. Oh, that one. I might have to just click on that one there. See that? Yeah, it's just. Oh, I already did that, but what I'm going to show you 50 seconds in audio. Like this guy.
So what do I mean by this?
Oh, it's such a bassy voice. Oh. Well, this guy here, this is Lewis Rossman, and he does tech. Like, for instance, he does like motherboard repairs and stuff like that. Well, he's been doing a few videos about. Well, he does have about world issues and other stuff as well. He talks about sitting in his armchair with his cats, And he's got about 1.7, or 1.8 million subscribers. He's doing very, very well indeed. But that's not his main business. His main business is he's actually been in front of Congress and stuff like that. This guy, and talk about this sort of stuff. But he's his main business is repairing electronic like PCB boards and stuff like that. Well, a friend of his. Well, I'll tell you what. Let him explain. That makes more sense.
What do I mean by this? Well, my friend Eli, the computer guy, has had a channel where he goes over a bunch of different things over the past 10 years. I started watching around 2010, 2011, and I found it interesting. And on one of his side channels over here, he's talking about creating user accounts on Django, and you can see this on the Eli, the computer guy experiments channel. Now, when
Django is it's a piece of software that you can use with Python programming.
you look over here, you'll see that there is a warning about climate change. It says climate change, United Nations. Climate change refers to long-term shifts in temperature and weather patterns mainly caused by human activities, especially the burning of fossil fuels. And it gives you the option to click over here to learn more about climate change. Now, why is a warning or a banner about climate change showing up on a video about this? It's because of the description. Over here, holy crap, I hate Django documentation, but I'm warming to it. Essentially, he put the word warming in the video description, and that got it to get a warning about climate change. I just kind of think it's funny, because I know a lot of you over the past few years, you've seen the warning if anybody talks about in the description. And, you know, I'm not one of those people that thinks climate change.
Yeah. That's how silly it's got. There's numerous cases of this. I've seen it on my own channel. And if I talk about anything, it's just... If the context was there, I'd understand. But that is literally just because he used the word warming. Oh my god, I said it. Do you think maybe? Oh dear. Oh, that's it. I'm done for. Demonetized. It's just the whole thing has just got stupid. It really, really has gone stupid. So, crikey. Where do you go from that? You know? So non-qualifying revenues as well. This is going to force YouTubers to go underground or go to other platforms as well, because that's basically what happens is when you get things like that, you get demonetized. So basically, that geezer. It's only a month ago. This was that video. You get demonetized. Where's the incentive to carry on? You know, so they'll either go underground or look elsewhere, or literally just give up altogether. Now, what I would like to see, and it ain't gonna happen, we need a boycott. We need a partner program boycott to, well, hold, scare the gajeebas out of YouTube, so they kind of do something. Like, for instance, like a strike. You know, I know they're not working too well in the UK. Or that it looks like the fire brigade's accepting. I think they get 7% pay offer, which is a darn sight better than the 2% that they were offered. So yeah, the strikes do work. You know, they kind of, if you hold a country to ransom long enough, eventually, you know, you just got to pay up. You know, so they got 7%. I don't know what the nurses would end up. What the settlement for them would be. I don't know. But anyway. My point is, if we say, for instance, we did a mass basically turned off monetization en masse on videos, if it could be organised, I know it's not going to happen. And you've got some YouTubers out there earning so much money, they're not going to say goodbye to that, are they? You've got to give Mr. Beast, he ain't going to demonetize. No, he's not going to turn off monetization on the videos. But let's say, for instance, we did. Did you imagine what would happen? That is a strike. That would be a YouTube strike. That would be rather funny, I must admit. That's where, we kind of get to a point now where alternative methods of payment. Because at the end of the day, you know, you do the work, I enjoy doing this, I have to admit, but I would love to be paid for the work that I do. You know what I mean? So it's just because I have to, because I can't survive otherwise. I'll be looking at, basically, I'd have to give up, and I'd have to actually do more, try and build up a woodworking business or something like that. Something, I don't know. Selma Ball. I'll be out of pocket. So the non-qualifying revenues. This is the YouTube quote, right? Non-qualifying revenues. YouTube may either withhold or adjust any partner earnings associated with a breach of the terms, including the YouTube channel monetization policies or chargeback. Now that could be dangerous for YouTube. Or offset such amounts against future partner earnings payable to you. And what they mean by that is if you get demonetized for whatever reason, or you get a strike on a video, they will consider that as you have earned money on your video unfairly. They would say it's like fraud because you haven't abided by the rules or something like that. I would say it's the fact that YouTube has not done their job properly. Because at the end of the day, if you manage to get it past the YouTube, where they check your videos when you first put them up, what have you, then quite frankly, you should let them go unless it's really severe, obviously. But some of the things that people are getting their videos taken down for is just absolutely ridiculous. It's maddening. I just look at it and thought, what? No, it's like my Piers Morgan video. I can't actually show you it because if I did, I'd get another strike. So I can't show you what they're talking about, but I would explain it in a moment. My Piers Morgan video. So yeah, so basically what can happen is you can get they can do a chargeback on earnings you've earned on videos they've decided that you shouldn't have earned money on. And it don't matter if that makes any difference if your bank account that you've got linked to your AdSense account. AdSense. Well, it doesn't make any difference at all. You could run that account on zero, so any monies you have in there automatically get transferred to another bank account. It doesn't make any difference whatever because obviously it's future earnings. And when you consider it's like a month, you get paid like a month in lieu. It's always going to catch up with that. So but okay, for a little channel like mine, it would make a lot of difference because I get paid peanuts. But if you get some big channels, let's say for instance Mr. Beast, some of his videos, a lot of his videos, earning over 100 grand a piece. Why else would he do it? Well, he's earning a dance like a huge amount of money. Anyway, so that would have to be charged back. And as it seems, when I look at some of the channels that with millions of subscribers are getting hit with this. So it don't seem to be that. Oh yeah, well yeah, obviously a big channel. You can go. You're okay. Yeah, PewDiePie. Do what you like, mate. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter as it seems. Maybe that'll change later. But at the moment, it's all AI driven. You see, so I imagine they get some preferential. But can you imagine how all the advertisers, if all of a sudden there was no platform there, if we did go on strike, if there was no platform effectively for, to put advertising on? This wouldn't. We could say we're not uploading any material at the moment or something like that. It's not going to be very good for the advertisers, is it? Definitely not very good for YouTube. So, yeah, so as it goes, so chargeback will offset such amounts against future partner earnings to you. And YouTube will notify you if any of these circumstances occur and provide details about how you can appeal in accordance with these policies. Appeal. Ugh. Did they say appeal? I think they just did, didn't they? Well, believe you me, the appeal process is... I'm sure it's driven by a bot. For life of me, I can't see how it could be anything other than a bot. Now, if I come over here, I'll show you what happened to me. This is the screenshot of my appeal rejected. I know it's tiny. You probably can't see it. Can I zoom that in? I can zoom it a little bit. Up on there. Suppose I can do that. Move it about. Okay, right. I got one of 3 community guideline strikes. Effectively, I actually got 2. One of the first one's a warning, so I've actually got 2. in quick concessions. So these are so I worked literally 2 days to over 2 days to get rid of all the other videos, make sure that there wasn't anything there. So your channel will receive a second community guidelines strike. You won't be able to upload anything or post or stream, blah blah blah, for 2 weeks if I got another one. The one I got meant 7 days. All right. So the video was Mick lynched Piers Morgan for association with asterisks of the offenders. Yeah, I can't say it because I'll just get demonetised. So for harassment and cyberbullying. I've done 2 videos on Piers. Oh no, I've actually done 3 videos on Piers Morgan. I did one about Piers Morgan. These videos are old as well. Don't forget that. These videos are old, which to me is relevant. And I'll explain in a minute. So, harassment and cyberbullying. And I appealed it, and my appeal got rejected. I gave the reasons why it was a bit of satire and stuff like that, and also it was factual. And I could prove it, because it's all over the internet anyway, what basically what I was talking about. Well, this is effectively in response to Piers Morgan's given Mick Lynch a hard time the week before, and Piers Morgan, well, he's got associations or had association with certain people, such as got a name there, he's got a weird name, Ghislaine Maxwell, and the guy who hung up. Yeah, so it's
around you.
Yeah, he's been pictured with these people and other people such as Gary Glitter. You know, the usuals. So that is basically what it is. And in that video, it wasn't anything that was. It was quite tame. It was very tame, actually. I could go a hell of a lot further, but it was very, very tame. And it was factual. Everything in there was factual. But they consider it a cyberbullying and hate crime, basically. Yeah, towards Piers Morgan. I do wonder if the video got flagged by, or a complaint went in, probably by Piers Morgan, maybe. Because it's all to do with like Piers Morgan was making ridiculous comparisons to the Hood, which is a latex puppet from Thunderbirds. And because Mick Lynch had it as a profile picture on Facebook. So Piers Morgan thought this was a big story, so he made a huge deal of this. And Mick Lynch just drawed him over the coals and made him look very silly. And yeah, so needless to say, it was right up my street. It really was. So anyway, so that was that. And that was the second one I got. It was on the 31st of January. The one that was the warning, yeah, wielding the axe. There's nothing in this video. I've checked it. And they said it's nudity and sexual content. There's nothing in there other than me holding that. That's it. That's literally it. It's crocheted. So yeah, it's very frustrating, and I got a community guideline strike for that and that. So if I get any more, I'll be well, that'll be me done for. Really. Scroll it down. Oh yeah, remember that? Yeah, you can get these on my on any of our stores. Yeah, mugs and t-shirts and stuff like that. We do. They're available on the website, but also the allshorts.eu website, but also on Teespring and Redbubble. Right, so this is what I got. First of all, was this video has been removed for violating YouTube's policy on harassment and bullying, and then I appealed it. That's the other thing about it, right? When you appeal it, what happens is you get the video. I can't show you there because you can't go back into it. You get a section of the video, not a section. You get the video comes up, and you can watch the video. Point is that you've got to work out for yourself why it got rejected. Okay, sometimes things might be obvious. Maybe that was a little bit silly. You know me, I'm silly stuff. So yeah, it's just got absolutely, it's ridiculous. And when I'm going through the video, it was hard to work out what was actually wrong with it. So it's quite, they don't even give you the opportunity to correct it. They've got editing facilities on YouTube. You could go in there, you could get rid of the bits you don't want. But, you know, and then there'll be nothing wrong with the video. It'll be fine. You got rid of those bits. Just, it makes little or no sense. And it's all retroactive. So basically, we're all being punished retroactively. The policy came out, I think it was about November time, it's sort of getting more enforced in January. And it's, the bot is doing its rounds, basically. It's going through all the websites and looking for stuff. And, not websites, all the channels, and looking for naughty stuff. Stuff that doesn't comply with the YouTube partner program. But it's, like I say, it's retroactive. So all your stuff prior to that, these videos, ones that have been, I've got strikes on, are over a year old. No, yeah, about 8 months. Sorry, these ones, the two I got strikes on about 8 months old. Which is, I don't think that's fair, because they were saying back then that it was okay, and now they're saying it's not. On past content. They should at the very least give you an option so you can actually tidy up your content and sort things out so it complies if it's possible, or at least take it, or be able to take it down. But no, they'll just hand you out a ticket like they're the YouTube police. That's what kind of outside happens. So it is very, very annoying. So, harassment and cyber bullying policies. But before I do that, I'll tell you what, just to check the chat if I can find it. I think I need another monitor. So, oh crikey, down we go, down we go. Oh, there we go. There we are, huh? Chris Fisher says Piers is a weak man. Oh, no, I don't say that too many times because back off for that. This is the other thing. It's going to get very, very. I think I'll be able to show you in a minute, actually, in the policy. But the thing that's getting a little bit confusing now is that they say the comments, like chat and what have you. Things that are in the comments can cause you to be get a strike or demonetized or whatever in the comments. Well, it obviously involved me going through the comments and deleting stuff one after the other, or anything that could be seen that, as far as they're concerned, goes against their policies. They don't say whether it is the person who wrote the comment or whether it's the channel. Hard to say. Don't really know. It's all too loose and open-ended. Hello, Mr. Witt. Tim Ballon, if they can't get the creator, they go after the people that disagree. Yeah. And that would be referring to something I might, if it's okay with you, so, yeah. Mr. Witt had to change their account a few times. For disagreeing with people. Now, if Duke Vengeance is here, I don't know if he is. Duke Vengeance was saying to me that he's been cancelled on Twitter now. Good, so yeah, he can get a bit angry sometimes. He's quite often on here, but he's in here, I think. So, Alistair Care, hello, buddy, didn't see you there. Marcus, reach out to the quartering. The quartering. I'll write that down. I don't know what that is. The quartering. Oh, where's my pen gone? I've lost my pen. Fluster. Oh, here we go. Focus. Wait, aha. Oh, okay. The quarter. And then I will. Although I could check the chat later. I will check that out. Yes, Alistair. Nice to see you, buddy. Scotland. I like your flag, mate. That's a proper flag. Piers is a big girl. But Piers, yeah, exactly. that's the problem, you see, on YouTube, because the policies now got so stupid. Before the watershed is probably worse than what we can do on YouTube now. Now, this is where it all gets really, really stupid, right? We already have a YouTube for kids. And yet we all got to behave as though we are, well, offering material content to children. Now, not last year, I think it was the year before, there was a new policy came out where it's to do with the copper. It's basically for protection towards children. The fines were huge if you didn't do what you're supposed to do. Now, on YouTube, basically it said if it's child content whatsoever, as far as they're concerned, you have to say you've got a market not suitable for kids. Fair enough. But now that doesn't even seem to matter anymore because it's absolutely stupid. And because if you market for children, they can't comment on it, you can't monetize it and stuff like that. So people who were doing channels like making stuff with Lego and what have you, and it was aimed at adults. And because there was some crazy adults there who actually, like my son actually, who likes Lego, usually Star Wars Lego, sense. Yeah. So, anyways, and they couldn't monetize anymore because they had to change their format to because YouTube considers it as a toy. That's it. There's no grey area or anything. It's a toy. That's it. You're over there now. You have to go into YouTube Kids. So yeah, that shut a load of channels down back then because the fines were huge, and the fines weren't being. It's just used YouTube's way of dealing with COPA. Because it's COPA or copper. I can't remember. Yeah, but it's the fines were like 40 grand per offence. Obviously, that could add up. So yeah, Piers Morgan, he can bully whoever he likes. He's a nasty, horrible little man. Mark's biggest fan says there is an appeals process, but it really goes against the original decision. And also, my appeal came back in about 3 or 4 minutes. You're not going to try and tell me that was done manually when they're not even taking the segment of the video out. They expect me to watch the whole video, so imagine whoever else has watched the whole video. I think it's still going to another bot. Maybe a slightly tamer bot, I don't know. I just, yeah, no, it doesn't. I've heard that so many times. And I do contact YouTube through on Twitter, which is they're quite good on there actually. Team YouTube on Twitter, and even then I just got a real lame response. Can't say that word anymore either. Yeah, I'll say derriere. That's derriere. Hello there, Mellow. Hope you got my tweet. Crybaby Piers Morgan, they're all nonsense. YouTube is promoting an increase in mental health, stressing people with this extreme rules. Yeah, the thing is, it's going to make YouTube, well, bland. If we all follow those rules, it'll be really hard to try and, for some creators especially, it's going to be very hard to give it that. Because profanity, for instance, is used in so many. Okay, there's context, obviously, but quite often it's used in a way to emphasise and to project, and what's considered as a serious, well, more serious profanity in the UK, or might be different than the United States or Ireland, for instance. It's crikey, it's fucking Ireland. If you call someone. Tell me if I'm wrong about this. If you call someone like they're harmless, for instance, he's harmless. That's considered like you're worthless. That's quite a serious insult in Ireland. So, some of the Irish on here, I'm sure, can tell me that if that's true, if that's right or not. I heard that somewhere. I think I got it right. Isn't it just a way for them to avoid paying? Yes, that's another way of looking at it because they were still putting adverts on my videos and not paying me. Cheeky little fellas that they are. Yeah. Oh. Oh dear. The Free Yorkshire Party favour of independence for Yorkshire. Free Yorkshire. I wonder what happened in Yorkshire though. They got independence and Scotland didn't. That'd be interesting. Would you have to build a tunnel or a bridge? No, because airspace. Can't have airspace. It's to go a long way round. Maybe I'll go to Northern Ireland and be a new land bridge. That's what it'd be, yeah. Maybe like a waypoint. Appears. Yeah, I know. I can't show the video. I really wish I could show you the video, the 2 videos I got, but I can't show it because I'll just get another strike. So I can't do it. M. Carpenter, hello, my friend. All over the internet is not proof. Oh no, maybe not. No, there is lots of stuff in it. If you look on the people that showing you their pages and their responses and stuff like that. Oh dear. The guy who will, yes, that's him. Charlie Epstein. They say he done them. See, that stuff. I've got to be careful. Regarding those sort of words, I'll get into that in a minute. Yeah, stating facts. We are. Piers Morgan needs a Brexit poo brew water. Yeah, poo. See, I don't know if the other word's okay or not. See, that's the thing. You see, there's no list of words. A lot of it's about context. It's really open ended. So especially if you're doing live stuff, it's all off the cuff, isn't it? You know. Banning a particular word or phrases, regardless of its plain sense, is plain censorship. You're right, number 3. Political correctness has gone mad. YouTube is frightened that all its people paying the money basically they're not trying to protect people. They're not trying to protect the creators. They're not trying, obviously protect you guys. They're just trying to make sure that they abide by what their advertisers want. But I'll tell you what their advertisers want. They want views. And some of these YouTubers are getting crazy amounts of views and they use profanity. What good is it going to be if they're paying for advertising on channels that aren't getting as many views as they were before? Because in a lot of cases, the profanity is a part of their character. Okay, you don't get that many views, but for instance, one particular little ginger guy who happened to be sat on an island with Graham Hughes, well, he does like his profanity. He's the first person I warned when I got these strikes. Mate, you have to be careful. He said, well, that's me. And then that's what he said. Sort of. I can't say it. What I need is a list of words. I found a list. And some of them are silly. So, if you've got any ideas for new words that could, for instance, words that rhyme with the B word, as in mustard, so it could be that mustard. Oh, you're just a mustard, you are. Well, I don't know, mustard child. Whatever. I don't know. There must be a huge list of words that we could use that YouTube would not have a clue. So they could be like code words, yeah, or words that are close but not. Jeffrey Epstein. That's it. Not Charlie Epstein. Yeah, sorry. Jeffrey Epstein. Piers was trying to compare Lynch to a made-up character. Yes, he's trying to compare Mick Lynch. Basically, he was saying he was trying to accuse Mick Lynch of. Are you saying that's who you are? Basically, it's like, is this testament of your character? The fact you got the hood. He was an evil, like an arch nemesis type geezer, the bald head, and yeah. And Mick Lynch was just so calm and cool about it. Made latex, a plastic doll made latex, or a plastic puppet, a puppet made latex. It just made Piers Morgan just look so. I know he's a Brexiter, so that makes it quite hard to deal with. Mick Lynch, but I have to admit, he's a cool character. He really is. He's just wrong on Brexit. All shorts, he says Tim Ballon. The right wing are coordinating filing false reports against accounts they consider woke or left wing. Had a spoof account taken out by repeated reports. Oh, interesting, Tim. Okay. Well, that is a problem. Because if you channel like mine and you get hit by a load of right wing jobs, and then quite frankly, you're gonna get flagged, aren't you? Let's say, for instance, there is a human appeal process. What if the person who is the so-called human appeal process person is I don't know, is a supporter of
one of the wettest we've ever seen from the standpoint
That kind of
water.
person. You know the kind I mean. They're about, you know. Yeah, unfortunately. So, Piers Morgan is snitch. Okay. If they censor too much, they'll become a graveyard. They will. People start leaving the platform because I think, what's the point? You know. And also, YouTubers who are not currently monetized, YouTubers of tomorrow, you know, those who, you know, just they press record, they start uploading videos, their early videos are rubbish, not mine, and the other ones, the ones today as well, probably. But yeah, they press the button to record. Well, they're not going to bother if they think there's no. They can think, so what's the point if in the future, if there is no future? I think it's all going over to shorts anyway, to be honest. I knew someone who works for YouTube, and if you get 3 complaints against you, they will remove you without them checking the content. Yes. Oh, 3 complaints, not 3 strikes. Oh, I didn't know that. Stefan? Oh, my son's name's Stefan. Yeah. Right. You got the 3 strike thing where if you get 3 strikes, like I've just been getting strikes. If you get 3 strikes, well, then you're out of the game anyway. So it's gone. So, right. So if you get 3 complaints against you, they'll remove you without checking the content. Or remove the content, I imagine. And then you'll probably get a warning. Or a strike. Piers is a weak man. Everything threatens him. Yeah. He's horrible. Horrible person. Tim Ballon, if they can't get the creator, they'll go after the people that disagree. Says, oh, goddamn. Be fair, I'm sorry. Don't. Yeah, Wayne Care, Dan Grimes. I've been doing the devil. David Harris says, "Oh, hello, Duke, buddy. You say you're permanently off Twitter now? I've been doing the devil's work since '76," says David. Have you? Lefty Boat, hello, Lefty Boat. I hope you're well. Oh, we've got Danny Blase here, have we? My God, you're getting some views on your videos. Well done, fella. I do sign up. Sounds all right. Daily Blase, where do I sign up? Sounds all right. Does that? Oh, okay. Daily Blase. What's Daily Blase saying? Yeah. If Yorkshire got our independence, was it passing law demanding that everyone in God's own country must wear flat caps? Flat caps. Ferrets down there. Oh my God, my uncle, he had a ferret. Used to give it a beer. He used to go to the pub and get him, you know. What's it there? So, I'm a point and a half from the ferret or something. He's going it's in Cossey, this was. Old Cossey. Then Norwich. On the west side of Norwich. Ferrets down the strides and eat Yorkshire puds every Sunday. That would be funny, wouldn't it? That'd be very Yorkshire. He's a pickle, said Alistair. Right, I might not agree with you what you say, but I'll defend your right to say it. Voltaire. Oh. All short Scott, an idea. Make a video on YouTube, just staring at the screens for 3 hours without saying anything. For 3 hours. So hard to do. That really would be hard to do. I've done my 6-hour stream, as you probably are aware. I did a 6-hour stream a couple of weeks ago. Completely crazy. I don't know why I did that. Peter Enos. Peter Enos. Yeah. Tom Wanker. Nice one. Thank you. Mr. Arseholes. Oh, yeah, be careful because they sound quite close there, Sir Larry the Cat. I'm late. What happened? Oh well, I got cancelled, Bert. I got cancelled on YouTube for 7 days. You might know that already. But I've just been going through the YouTube policies. I'll get back into that in just a second. And I got cancelled because my video was too naughty for YouTube, according to them. I watched it and it's not really naughty at all. It's just YouTube has just gone stupid. Yeah. Really, really stupid. Retroactively stupid. I'm doing God's good work in Pamplona myself. What? Evil Inch. Yeah. The two Davies channel. Indie Truck Davey. Yeah, your brothers. Uses a lot of. Yeah, I know. Maybe they can't. Maybe the bot can't understand it. I'm only sorry that strong Scottish accent. I think I reckon the bot's getting confused. Yeah, they need a Scottish bot. That's what they need. Scottish bot. Oh, Casper Northern and Casper says, I think it's the First Amendment, Stephanie. Herringbone writers setting deals with guns. Yes, that's no problem regarding websites, channels that do, gun ownership and stuff like that. They're also going to struggle. They can't show a clip being put into the gun. I don't know whatever their rifle and stuff like that, but I'm thinking them whatever. But I'm not really into guns at all. But not just saying I totally disagree with them. But there's guns in the United States and there's nothing we can do about it. So, well, maybe there's. Well, anyway, you put a clip in the gun. If you show that, you'll get a strike. If you show screwing on like a silencer onto your gun, you get a strike. But that's how silly it's got. There's other things like any modifications and stuff like that you show in the videos. There's a lot of actually relatively good sites that basically sort of sensible gun ownership. Well, they have to be. Obviously, you wouldn't be allowed on YouTube anyway because it's totally irresponsible. But it's just gone stupid. Am I not glued up? Okay, scroll on. Not mad, but I haven't listened to Indie Truck Davey for a while. I'm gonna have to. I find him quite funny actually. Okay, so he uses a lot of profanities now and again, literally all the while, isn't it? With the odd rant throwing, but still going. Yeah, for the moment. It'll take time, and also will depend whether or not, obviously, if you get any complaints in it as well, speed up the process. Now, RT Game, he got little Daniel. He got several strikes. Say several strikes. He got a couple of strikes. Also got a lot of demonetized videos, but that was after he contacted YouTube for help. After one of his videos got demonetized, and what? So they asked him, "Can you show him?" Blah blah blah, and obviously got flagged. He got flagged, and then they went through all of his videos. I said, "Oh, we'll go there then." The problem with bots is there's no humanity because it's a bot. There's no such thing as AI anyway. That's just silly. It's just code. I've been doing the scroll down. There we go. Okay. Number 3 says Twitter's algorithms get confused by me using Tory-related hashtags. I want to target. Okay, fair enough. That probably works. Number 3. Oh dear. Yeah, number 3 is you mentioned on my videos about sometimes my videos are too long. I just want to get everything out. I just want to get. Maybe they could be crushed down a bit. But that's kind of my script that I've got into my head and what have you. It's kind of like I've got to speak the whole lot. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense to me. I know it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. Although that video actually did okay compared to the one before, the one the previous day didn't. So maybe I did. I don't know. You know what? There's no telling with YouTube. It really isn't. Try as hard as you like, and you think you're doing everything right, and then it's just you bang your head against a brick wall. That's just what YouTube's like. Hang on, showing the correct way to load a rifle is yes, fine. No, it's not permitted at all. Not on YouTube, you've seen that, have you, Brian? So yeah, they'll get demonetized. It's not going to be straight away. And this is the policy came in November, but I had to sign the policy to agree to the policy. So you get basically say, oh, if you want to be monetized on YouTube Shorts, blah 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 blah, or continue using the partner program, which is basically where you get paid. You need to sign the policy. So obviously, what you're going to do, you're going to sign the policy. And then we get into all the nitty gritty of it, and it's, well, they got you by the yeah, you know what I mean. By the, how would I say it? By the furry things, the furry balls. I quite like you. I quit using hashtags on Twitter. Hadn't been on for some time. Just did one tweet about still not being on the freedom list that had some journos and YouTubers quote my tweet. Oh, but blacking out my name. Oh, I see. Is that why you had the problems, is it? Well, there's loads of Brian, there's loads of channels out there still. They're going to get caught up. They're going to get caught. Unless YouTube decides that maybe it's a little bit too strict and they're losing lots of YouTubes or whatever. But you got like Super Tansky. She does a lot of, she's mainly on TikTok, I believe, but she does a lot of swearing, what have you. Yeah, videos, you could say. Just a little bit. But she's likely to get demonetized. And Mark's biggest fan. I got two new random cups coming through the post the other day after I contacted Geraldine to tell her because somebody passed away. And in fact, thanks for the send over the email and what have you. I did already have it. Actually, you already shared it with me before, so I didn't realise. The short and curlies. That's it. The short and curlies. Co Jones. It's furry balls. Co Jones. Brian Fez Morgan was crying to his granny about all his negative comments. His mother told him to shut up. All right, Mellow. Just say, yeah, but this is the other thing. Or show me. Let's get back into what we would do. I'll go through these policies with you. With the harassment and cyberbullying policies. So, safety of the creators, viewers, and partners in the highest priority. No, you mean your partners. Literally, the partners. That's your highest priority. To look after. We look to each of you to help us protect this unique and vibrant community. Now, when we get our when we get slapped on the wrist, it says, "I know we understand that you're probably very disappointed." They're all really kind of apologetic, and they got that kind of mannerism, with the way they kind of want. But effectively, the end of the story is they're taking you down for 7 days. Well, partners' highest priority. Where are we? To look at each of you to help us protect this unique and vibrant community. It's important you understand our community guidelines and the role they play in our shared responsibility to keep YouTube safe. Take time to carefully read the policy below. You can also check out this page for a full list of our guidelines. I've done that already. Oh my god. Content that threatens individuals is not allowed on YouTube, and we also don't allow content that targets an individual with prolonged or malicious insults. Oh, what an umpty. Based on the intrinsic attributes. Oh, I've never done that before, have I? No, dear me. Crikey. I wish I hadn't. These attributes include their, obviously protected group status. They're like LGBT. That's fair enough. I get all that. That's not a problem. So if you find that you've been violated, well, you can report the channel there if you want to. Don't do it. Don't do it. And what this policy means for you as a creator, you see, if you are posting content, don't post content on YouTube. It fits any of the descriptions noted below. Right. Content that features prolonged name calling or malicious insults, such as racial slurs, fair enough, based on someone's intrinsic attributes. These attributes include their protected group status and physical attributes, or their status as a survivor of assault, non-consensual intimate imagery, distribution, domestic abuse, blah blah blah, child, etc. Fair enough. I get all that. Right, let's come down here. Oh, by the way, YouTube has they did say that they're going to look at the policies regarding I forgot to mention this actually. the policies on profanity and what have you. Just try and make it. I don't know what they're going to do, but apparently they're going to look at the profanity policies. But it's still going to be pretty much the same, except they're probably going to not. Well, I don't know what they're going to do. Quite frankly, whatever it is, it's
Whoop-de-doo!
yeah, not going to be very helpful. So anyway, okay. Debates related to high-profile officials or leaders. There's an exceptions, yeah, so that you can do this. Right, content featuring debates or discussions of topical issues concerning individuals who have positions of power, like high-profile government officials.
And tremendously wet.
Yeah, yes, they are. And who have positions of power, like high-profile government officials or CEOs of major multinational corporations. Scripted performances. I use a script sometimes. Insults made in the context of an artistic medium. I try to be artistic. Do you think I'm artistic enough? No, leave it in the comments down below. Leave it in the chat. Am I artistic enough? I do draw pictures, such as scripted satire, stand-up comedy, or music, such as the diss track, whatever. And this exception is not a pass to harass someone and claim, "Oh, I was only joking." Yeah. Harassment, education, or awareness. Content that features actual or simulated harassment for documentary purposes, or with willing participants such as actors, to combat cyberbullying and raise awareness. So these are things, these exceptions. Obviously, this is down to how you contextualise. How can you, exception as well of what it actually means. The monetization and other penalties. So you can have your money removed. Oh, what's this one then? Okay, this one's interesting. Oh, okay. Repeatedly showing pictures of someone and then making statements like, "Oh, look at that creature's teeth!" Yeah, that's it. Oh, did I just do it? I did. Oh, let's go back. They're so disgusting. There's similar commentary targeting intrinsic attributes throughout the video. Oh, I do apologise, but he asked for it, didn't he? He really does. So, target an individual based on their membership of a protected group. Actually, I get all that. That's fair enough, So, regarding obviously the policies, there's a lot of sensible stuff in there, but it's how you have to. There's nothing that helps you understand it, what it actually means. You get the examples like this. You can't, mickey take basically because of what they look like. People always take the mick out of me because they say I'm fat or I've got no hair. In fact, I have, but they think I wear hats because I've got no hair. It's silly stuff like that. You get it. Oh, you sort of don't understand what you're saying. I don't understand it. Oh, well, your dialect's a bit odd, isn't it? Where are you from? I think we need to toughen up a little bit, within reason. If it's vicious and nasty, and not Nigel Farage, then it's fair enough. Or Piers Morgan, then it's fair enough. Using extreme insult to dehumanize an individual based on their intrinsic attributes. For example, look at this shen of a woman. She's not even a human being. She must be some sort of mutant or animal. Yeah, so it's demonizing people. Dehumanizing in this case, mate, because they say they look like an animal. So then we get that one. Okay, that's that. So let's see what you say actually before I go to the next one, which is about. This one is Nudity. So anyway, my chat gone again. I've lost it again. Oh my god, I'm so terrible. I keep losing the chat. I know it's here somewhere. It's not there. It's not there. Not there. Not there. Oh, where is it? I definitely need another screen. One day, maybe. And Wally wants to go outside for a wee. You have to wait a second, boy. Deleted number 3. Comedians like Liv Truss no feel obliged to label their videos as a Liz Truss parody or whatever. Yeah. Oh, that's on are you talking about Twitter? Just for the Americans audience, I reckon many people are really dozy these days. Yes, they are. I'm definitely very artistic. Michael says, yeah, definitely very artistic. Yes.
And tremendously wet.
I consider contextual content art. Oh, thank you. Did anyone want to see my Monsieur Petroli video? I think that was art. Oh my god, I'll probably privated that one. I might have to change that. So, never-ending Tory. Oh my god, yeah. Mark's Mad Monk Fate 3. Mark's a big fan. I don't know how to take that, but okay, you could be right. Oh, sorry, what's that? What's happened? What's happened? No, what's happened? Moderators are only good if you don't see them unless chatting. I don't understand what it means, mate. Sorry. I don't understand. I'm only a simpleton as me. It's time for the memes, says Duke. Celtic Ambulance goes, Boominian fan, the Pierce moron is... He's now suing his parents for defamation of character. Because they told him he was a handsome boy. I like that's brilliant. Thank you. Brian Maguire says, I want to ban YouTube. They are cyberbullying contributors with their policies. That's what it feels like. It really does actually feel like that. Bear with me 2 seconds. All right, I'll just stick that back on so you can cruise you through. There you go. Ooh, there you go. Ooh, okay. All right, yeah. I'll let my dog out. Right. What have you got me? Can't make his mind up. He can't make his mind up. That little wally dog, what is he like? Oh, I don't know. Well, there you go. You know, I need a little video clip to put in between. If I have to, you know, go and do something. You rather have a treat, don't you, Wally? There you go, boy. Who else is in there? Oh, got Pandora. No Sebastian. Pandora over there. There. Take that off then. Over there. That. Right. I want to take these out because I keep getting tied up. Oh, that's better. Right, there we go. It's time for the memes. There we go. Is calling a member of the Conservative Party of Great Britain and Northern Ireland a Tory? Not allowed, as the word Tory is... Oh, that is, isn't it? Isn't it, something to do with Ireland or something? Alright. Yeah, something like that. Isn't it a bandit or something? Mark's the biggest fan. Oh, sorry, scroll down. Never ending Tory. Moderators only. I think the moderators on this channel are fine, actually. But I think you're referring to the moderators on YouTube. Because those moderators, they're just loopy-loos. And those moderators are generally AI. Yeah. And on some, actually, to be fair, actually, on some channels, some of the moderators, they get into a bit of a cliche kind of, yeah, moderator bashing, within certain platforms. Saying no names on certain channels that I know. I'm sure certain people know what I'm talking about. Oh, oh, there we go. Too far up. I need some stars for that chair. My chair, oh my god, yeah. It's got the butcher's apron on it. But just think of it this way. Got my hairy butt on. Yeah. And no, it wasn't by choice. No, it was just a bit ironic, really. Teddy Bear says, Mark's biggest fan. What teddy bear? What, that teddy bear? I don't know. Put yourself down as an artist and the DSS will leave you alone on no pressure. Actually, here in France, the taxation, if I do mention myself as an artiste, the taxation here is ridiculously low. I mean, it's really, really low. Something like 5% or something. But maybe that's what I do. I do drawing. I do. Oh, I've got a degree in photography as well. I'll probably get away with it. Also, I probably said no one, you're not earning any money. It means that the robber in Gaelic. Oh, robber. So it's like a thief, a bandit. Yeah. So why would they use that then? Bit nuts, isn't it? Really. Holy smoke! Teddy bear. The theme never ended story is now stuck in my head. Hello, Lee Corn. Hope you're well, buddy. Yeah, I gave you a bit of a plug regarding he's the collaborator of the Snowflake Show, which is on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. GMT, which is 10 CET. The French president made Sir Trump did stay away from France. Yeah, did. You're not welcome here. Go away. They kind of had like a battle, didn't they? You know, a hand squeezing battle. It seemed. You know, Trump's trying to pull his hand away. That's Macron. That was quite funny. For all his ills, Macron, obviously, he's got problems at the moment regarding the increasing of the pension age is what he's trying to push through at the moment. And there's strikes. Yes, people are protesting. They're not happy because of that. Understandably so. They tried it before and it caused all sorts of problems. What's the site for the Labour release? Oh, it's I think it's the gpcfiles.com. Basically, they're releasing. It's a website that they're making live, and on that website they're going to name and shame basically Tory MPs, or probably maybe it should be all MPs, but anyway, Tory MPs who are being a little bit greedy in spending taxpayers' money, such as the likes of Lee Anderson and his £210,000 worth of expenses. How the hell? Oh, you can use that word, can't you? How can you actually spend £210,000 on expenses for a mediocre Tory MP? I know he's deputy chair now. Oh my God. How did that happen? Madness. Did you know that Lee Anderson is worth nearly £5 million? Most of his wealth has come from since he's been in the Tory party. What does that tell you? The same applies to Jonathan Gullis. They're not specific on that. They're saying he's worth up to £5 million. So it's not specific on how much he's worth. He was a teacher. And obviously, the 2019 intake, he ended up being a nasty Tory. And he's the one who told the he shouted across Commons, well, they shouldn't be here anyway. And that's referring to the 220 odd children that had gone missing, probably been abducted into the some sort of trade. You know what I'm trying to say. So yeah, horrible people. And obviously I think they're probably stealing taxpayers' money, personally. There you go. Mad Monk is lovely. He's a Scot. Hi, Alistair. Oh, Alistair here. Hi, Stu. Evening. They have to be a little honest, so that the sheeple still follow them. Yeah, a Nazi propaganda technique. This is the other thing you've got to watch out for, is propaganda as well. They're clamping down on propaganda. So that might make it difficult for those who try to do more serious kind of satire. So, so you believe it's real, but it's actually satire. You have to be really careful how you word your videos and title your videos to make that obvious. Okay. Oh, push that like button. That does help the channel, you know. It really does. My skin destitute great-grandpa in Cork was a victim of the potato famine. But he invented a smashed potato by using a steamroller to flatten his potato crop. What? You're supposed to cook your potatoes first before you have your smashed potato. Was that smash means mash? Remember the little robots that looked like steel pans stuck together? Public purse millionaires. Literally. Vipec, yes. And just like Michelle Mone, I don't know if you realise, Michelle Mone's got a yacht. All right, she is Madame, or not Madame, she's Baroness Mone. Ooh, yeah, Baroness Mone. She's got a yacht, paid for with PPE money. Well, the activists found where this yacht was. It's moored up in Barcelona, that it is. So they get their little boat like that. They do. Well, they are paddling, or are they sculling? I don't know. Or are they just rowing? I don't know. Either way, they got there in a little boat outside this yacht with blue hull. They outroll this new, well, name or sign writing on vinyl for this yacht. Michelle Mone's yacht. And what did it say? It pandemic profiteer. Yeah. Videoed it all and put it online. It did make me tickle. Yeah, I think if you watch it, that's not just donkeys or something. That's, yeah, it's quite funny. We eat them skins and all in corks, Brian. So do we. I like the skins, as long as it's not muddy skins. I like to clean the skin. You got to do that. You'll get infection. I mean, your potato skins, and then you can. Oh God, did I say that? Oh God, no, that's it. So I was going back complaint now, aren't you? That's what you're gonna do. You come back complaint. Get rid of me. Baroness Berard. Oh crikey, this is we'll get into this in a minute in this next little clip snippet regarding nudity. So should we get into nudity? No, maybe not. Maybe not. I have got a little tiny bit of rum. I've got to be a little bit careful because I'm on this diet. And if I have too much alcohol, I don't have beer or anything like that at the moment because I'm on the keto diet. It's carbohydrates. It means you can't have the sugars or anything. And you've got to keep the alcohol level down because these are all things that could actually mess up your keto. But, yeah, I'm quite happy because I'm losing weight now. Things are getting looser, which is a good thing. The problem when you're fat, right? T-shirts, what happens? They ride up when you're walking along. It shows your belly to people. People like that, don't they? Oh dear. I'll get any looser though. I'll start looking like I don't know. Different bias. Phil Morehouse. Sorry. Oh. Michelle Mone, and now straight. Yes, that's it. Of course. Just why not? Huh? Take it off! This is Berberg. Led by Donkeys, that's it, Led by Donkeys. That was brilliant. When I watched that, it just made me tickle. It really just made me tickle with the Michelle Mone's boat being renamed the Pandemic Profiteer. Because if you didn't know the story, Michelle Mone, basically, she lobbied for a company, which only got found, I think it was during the pandemic, literally during the pandemic, and they received about £210 million worth of PPE money for PPE, which ended up being useless. So the government's trying to take them to court. The problem is, they've been, shut down by Companies House. There's no one to take to court anyway, apart from the directors, if they can prove it's fraud. So there's a little bit of how to put that. It's just to make them look like they're doing something. So the problem in here is that she did the lobbying for this company. Her husband managed to get through this lobbying, got £67 million. And then what did he do? He then, through various bank accounts all over obviously, it's, it's in the Pandora Papers. So yeah, it bounced the money about all these different bank accounts, and half that money ended up in Michelle Mone's bank account and her children's bank account, and she bought a boat. This yacht is worth $10 million. I know it's not a Russian oligarch's yacht, is it? But but it's crikey. Still taxpayers' money, your money. Let it go away. Oh. So Ned Donkeys did a nice remodelling job on Mone's yacht. That they did. That was so funny. Oh, it did make me tickle. It really did. Anyway, let's get into our nudity. Yes, into nudity. Now, let's grab that chat. I'll put that over here. I don't lose my chat. So, we've got our nudity and sexual content policy. To more consistently enforce our community guidelines. So you can learn more about these changes on our forum. This policy has been updated with these changes. Okay, fair enough. This is obviously something that is quite important. Obviously, it has to be done because kids do end up watching some of these channels. And when you get autoplay and stuff like that, like for instance, I don't know, maybe you put a tablet down and you start watching something, Then something else comes on, then something else comes on. And what happens? It filters down because you've been looking at saucy pages the day before. All of a sudden, something saucy ends up in front of your 5-year-old. So, yeah, obviously something needs to be done. The safety of our creators, viewers, and the partners, blah, blah, blah. Partners, we know all that. So, am I on the right one? This is the right one. Explicit content meant to be sexually gratifying is not allowed on YouTube. No. Posting pornography may result in content removal or channel termination. In some cases, you don't even get the 3 strikes. You just get shut down if you're too naughty. A bit like what happened to I forgot his name now. I'll come to it in a minute. He's a guy who put videos online in Japan, I think it was, some woodland somewhere where people commit suicide by hanging themselves. Awful. The videos containing fetish content, so there's no gimp suits, and will be removed or age restricted in most cases. Violent, graphic, or humiliating. You can see it. That word are not allowed on YouTube. If you find content of like blah 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 blah, you can report it here. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. So if you're posting, content, explicit content that violates this policy could result in channel termination. Now, this policy applies to real-world, dramatized, illustrated, and animated content, including saucy scenes, video games, and music. Now, the video games bit is actually this one's tricky. This one's really, really, really tricky because there's masses of YouTube content. Let's say, for instance, video games, like Grand Theft Auto and others. There's a lot of that kind of content in there. And obviously grandma's been driven over and that just to steal something. I don't know. I don't play games. Anyway, so don't post content on YouTube that shows a depiction of clothed or unclothed genitals, mammary glands, or what do you call them? Well, buttocks, I think it's fine, but buttocks that are not meant that are meant for sexual gratification. So this, like for instance, that clothed, unclothed, boobies or other parts of your body, what have you. Okay, but let's say boob. But what about what's considered as art? Okay, is that okay? Because they're saying about sexual gratification. But also, okay, if you go on the beach and you're in your bikini or something, or if you're a bloke and you've got your mankini on, well then that should be okay because you're just on the beach enjoying yourself, and that should be absolutely fine because it's not about sexual gratification. But what about like glam, like just ordinary glam? That's all over YouTube. Obviously, pornography, depiction of sexual acts or fetishes. So no gimp suits, but yeah. No gimp suits aren't allowed, or fetishes are meant for what's it now? I can't say it. Sorry. So yeah, this policy applies to videos, video descriptions, and comments, live streams like we don't at the moment, audio, or any other YouTube product or feature. Really open-ended. You can get caught all over the place. They're talking about context here again, aren't they? Because obviously they're talking about sexual gratification, but it's... I don't know about you, but I'm sure some of you, when you were boys watching this, you had the Littlewoods catalogue on the underwear page. I bet it's true. Just own up. Be honest. So anyway, the sexual content, that don't really apply to me anyway, but it did because was it there? Where was it? Up here. There you go. Nudity and sexual content. I can't remember doing any nudity or sexual content, but I got that one there. You can't see it very well. But yeah, nuts. Anyway, next. Harassment and cyberbullying, which is the other thing they got me for. I was harassing Piers Morgan, apparently. He felt so harassed, he did, by little old me. He probably didn't even see it. I don't know. Maybe he did. I don't know. Then again, I did get blocked by Teresa Kofi. She didn't like my picture of her as Jabba the Hutt. Anyway. Dun, 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 dun. So safety in our careers are the usual sort of stuff in our partners. Obviously, it's all about the partners. We know that now. Content that threatens individuals is not allowed on YouTube. Fair enough, you know. Obviously, it's down to context as well. We also don't allow content that targets an individual with prolonged or malicious insults. Oh. Okay. Based on intrinsic attributes. Now, these attributes include their protected group status. Enough. Exception. The primary purpose of is education, documentary, scientific, or artistic in nature. But you just said I was artistic. It all got done. Even on the appeal, they didn't like it. Still didn't like it. We may allow content that includes harassment, and these exceptions are not passed to harass someone. Some examples include debates related to high-profile officials or leaders, content, blah 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 blah. I think I've done some of this already, haven't I? I've done. Hang on. Have I done? I've done the harassment already. How come I was on there twice? That one. Nudity. I've done this one already. Have I? Yes, I've done it already. Oh, I need to skip that one. I do apologise. There we go. Violent or graphic content policy. Oh, dear. Alright. So, yeah, okay, they got me for harassment and they got me for sexual content. I really do not know what they class as sexual content, to be honest. Everything seems very open-ended and loose. Oh, I wish. Violent or gory content intended to shock or disgust viewers. Yeah. Or content encouraging others to commit violent acts are not allowed on YouTube. It all sounds fair enough, doesn't it? But the problem is they don't give you any information. And this also applies to people just doing live streams playing games. Don't know how this is going to work. For gamers, I really don't. I think the live streams are out the going to be out of the question for a lot of them. They might get away with it for a certain period of time, but sooner or later the algorithm's going to catch up. What this policy means for you: if you're posting content, don't post it. Yeah, if it fits any of the descriptions noted below. Violent or graphic content, inciting others to commit violent acts, fights involving minors. Fair enough, that is. Well, like that clip that's flying about Twitter and what have you at the moment. We got what's going up north regarding that girl being bullied. The parents are even joining. Even the teachers, it seems. Oh, shocking! What the hell is the world coming to? So, fights include minors, footage, audio, or imagery involving road accidents, natural disasters, war aftermath, terrorist attack aftermath, street fights, physical attacks, immolation, torture, corpses, protests or riots, robberies, medical procedures. Oh, medical procedures. Is that right? Okay, we'll get into that one in a moment. Or other such scenarios with intent to shock or disgust viewers. Right. Okay. Like this. This is a big channel. Crikey. Dr. Pimple Popper. That probably tells you everything you need to know. Yeah. So she basically posts videos of people having zits squeezed and where people get boils and stuff like that. Yeah. It also says about bodily fluids and stuff like that. So that's pretty gross. Let's get rid of that. So, why is she still there? She's a big channel, mind. No? Pimple Pop, Dr. Pimple Popper. I don't know why I clicked on that one, because quite frankly, I shouldn't have, because you know why? Because the last time I did that, I ended up getting loads of it in my flipping feed about the Pimple Popper. And I don't want to see people's zits being squeezed. It's not very pleasant. Yeah, some of it's just like, blackheads and stuff like that being sorted out. And some of it's a little, where they actually like go in there and they dig bits out and stuff. Really gross. I don't understand why people don't wash. I really don't. He's a facial scrub or something like that, maybe. So maybe you won't end up with a giant boil in between your eyebrows, like that was. Pretty gross. Anyway, imminent torture, corpses, and protests. So bodily fluids will come into this. Medical procedures or other such scenarios with intent to shock or discuss foods. So here we go. Footage or imagery showing bodily fluids. Well, some of her videos have pictures of zits being squeezed and blood coming out everywhere and stuff like that. Because the big ones, they go in there and they cut all out. I just showed you that whole little video a second ago. And it's pretty nasty stuff. She's still there. It literally goes against their policies, such as blood and vomit with intent to shock or disgust foods. Now, okay, you could argue that it is a science, so, or medical and stuff like that, but there's here up top, medical procedures. But then it says with the intent to shock and disgust foods. That's why she's getting away with it, probably. But it still shocks people. That's why people are watching it. They're not watching because they want to know about how you squeeze a zit. They're watching because it's shocking. No one's learning anything by it. All they're doing is being shocked. Oh, no, they go, oh, that's so flipping disgusting. Oh, why am I watching that? Oh, that's next. Oh, there he goes again. That's what people do. It's like TikTok and YouTube Shorts. You know, oh my God, now look at it. Oh my God, again, what that one? Well, maybe not YouTube anymore, but you know. So footage or imagery showing bodily fluids. No, you can't anything like that. No, I don't know if it's like Kill Bill and they chop an egg off and the blood squirts across the room or something like that. Yeah, obviously a bit shock, isn't it? Yeah, can't have any of that anymore. According to this, obviously it's going to take a long time for YouTube to catch up, and if it ever does, and then they might say, well, footage of corpses with massive injuries such as severed limbs. So you can have footage of corpses, but that's it. See, I've had a first read down saying footage of corpses. So you can have footage of corpses, but you can't have footage of corpses with big injuries, such as severed limbs. Doesn't make sense. Animal boost content, well, I'm also all for that. But the UK is starting animal boost, you see, because they're restarting. They already have started retesting on animals for a load of stuff that we've already tested. Yeah, great, eh? No. Content where human maliciously mistreats animals. That's fair. I don't want to talk about it. Yep. Dramatized fictional content. Okay, dramatized or fictional footage of content prohibited by these guidelines where the viewer is not given enough context to understand that the footage is dramatized or fictional. So if you make something up with the view to say, okay, this is real, you know, without telling anyone that it's not real, you know. So it's like that guy who says, who phoned up James O'Brien and he says, James O'Brien said to him, because he's going about Brexit, you see, you just got to believe, got to believe you have, yeah, got to believe. So you just got to believe. Yeah, so James O'Brien asked him, so if you jumped out of an aeroplane, if you believe enough, you'll be okay. He said, yes. Well, takes all sorts, I suppose. Oh, yeah. Note that we do not allow the following kinds of content, even if there's educational, documentary, or scientific or artistic context provided. It's the problem is, you see, they're expecting us to know exactly what they mean. And that makes it very, very difficult, if not impossible, to be able to do that. It's just so too open-ended. It's all about how you perceive what they're telling you. Violent, physical, sexual assaults, yeah, video, imagery, or audio. Footage filmed by the perpetrator, during a deadly or major. Well, obviously, that's fairly obvious, isn't it? That's just going to get taken down straight away. Victims of it, yeah. But it's just examples. Okay, let's get into the examples. Here are some examples of content that's not allowed on YouTube. Encouraging others to go to a particular place to commit a violence. To perform violence at a... Well, it sounds a bit like Donald Trump, doesn't it? No, Capitol Hill? What he did, wasn't it? To perform violence or particular time or at a particular time or to target individuals or groups with violence. That's Donald Trump all over, isn't it? At least.
One of the wettest we've ever seen from the standpoint of water.
Yeah, at least. Actual schoolyard fights, like what happened the other day. It wasn't in schoolyard, it was outside the school grounds, where the parents were waiting. The schoolyard fights between minors. In fact, one parent was egging them on, apparently. You know, oh, you kick him this way, kick him in the head this way, that'd be even better, you know. More effect, you see. We may allow content if minors are only play fighting and if it's evident to viewers. You see, the problem is we're talking about strikes. And as a YouTuber, you don't want strikes. There's one thing getting like a copyright strike or something like that. That's a lot lower level. That's not so much of a problem. You just get demonetized, or the money will go to the owner of that material. You know, so you basically you won't earn anything from it. So beatings or brawls outside the context of professional or professionally supervised sporting events such as boxing. Yeah. What happens if the content violates their policy? Well, you know, in some cases they'll just take you, they'll delete your account straight away, or in other cases you get the free strikes. Like, you know, I've got effectively one strike, but it's so because I got a war to start with. Hey, so it's gonna chat on again. Into the chat. Ah, that obviously never heard of. Okay, Celtic Hammer. Number 3 says, it's called political correctness because it's not really valid, but self-censorship born out of peer pressure. I recall the term being used by a journalist once. Ah, that's interesting. Yeah, in the Times, I think. In the Times. I think the Times got a paywall now, isn't it? Unless, obviously, you're buying the paper. Shadow. Oh, shadow my face. Best side. Oh, the back. He was being cynical. Other lazy journalists like the term, and so it's now a part of our crazy culture. Yeah. Hang on. Don't stop believing the Tories. Don't stop believing the Tories are relieving the Tories. No, leaving the Tories. They'll all be relieving. What Wally? Got another one, do you? I got my Wally dog down here. Huh? Oh, Wally. Oh, you do. Oh, there you go. And I got my Pandora's over there. I don't know where Sebastian's gone. Staring. She's looking. Wonder if she can catch it. How about that, eh? Hole in one. Once these clowns leave the ECHR, yes. It's a convention of human rights, and it's not a court of human rights. It's a convention. Okay, so the European Convention of Human Rights is one of an elite group of despots. Yes, it's just. I was watching this thing with Michel Barnier on Changing Europe. I have to admit, that's very interesting, and he doesn't hold Dominic Raab in much, in very high esteem at all. No, not at all. Pretty much useless. Ollie Robbins, he did. He thought Ollie Robbins was actually he was a very capable civil servant. So the rest of them can't say. The US has gone even more crazy. Most of the mandatory reading when I was in school is now on the banned book list. I'm joking, hey? Thinking it's dangerous. That's the Republicans for you, isn't it? They're all gone, evangelical, and it's just gone crazy. What's up, Ollie? What do you want? He's getting very needy. He's getting very needy, is that Wally dog? Yeah. You just sit there and whine at me. What are you going to do? He's going. You come up there and you do this job for me. No? He's looking at me oddly. Oh, there's Sebastian. He's through there. I feel guilty now. Just chuck Sebastian a trick. I'll first do Dora. See if I can get her in the mouth again. Right. Now, Pandora. Oh, you missed. Got Sebastian. You got to work for it, boy. You got to work for it. Like a body. Oh, especially about Ollie, is what he does when he eats his food, he takes the food out of the bowl, drops it on the floor, and eats it off the floor. Well, that's all about. A hole in one for Katie Price. Oh my god. She's lovely, isn't she? Oh, no. By the way, Gove's dealer wants paying. Gove has run off to the rejoin conference to avoid having to hand over any of his thieved expenses money. Yeah. The rejoin conference. Oh my god, yeah. I'd look at a flying wall there. Please like and subscribe. Oh yes, please. Please like and subscribe. Oh, my button's not working again. What's up, Molly? I'm just gonna let my dog out. There's probably nobody there, but that's dogs for you, isn't it? Or a cat or something, I don't know. Don't worry, my dog doesn't eat. I have just been somewhere. Oh, 1984, an animal farm. Oh, good. Yeah, good point. Culture is extremely important. Yes, it defines the meaning of what happens and the limits of what is possible, and that's why the Tories are so fixated by it. They know their game. Do I? The thing about the Tories, they know full well that those who are relatively artistic, creative type people, or those who are in education, they know they're not going to vote, probably not going to vote Tory. They don't give a damn about us a lot. No, well, they know we're against them, so that doesn't make any difference, does it? You know, well, they're not helping the artists, are they? Regarding touring of the EU. That's all gone to the wall. You know, 8A carnets and what have you, work permits, etc., etc. Cabotage. They have to go over there, change their vehicles over and stuff like that. Instead of just driving over the tour bus, got to change buses. There's a 1+1. I know the UK is the more now because they had to, because they needed drivers. Cabotage just basically means is that you can do more than one job. So lorry driver, say for instance, comes over to the United Kingdom, does one drop off for, say, I don't know, lettuces to Tesco's. They can then take on another job and do, I don't know, a delivery in Yorkshire, for instance, or Wales, wherever they plan to do. I'm sure the lorries, the British lorries, but they hate that. They'd like to do that now. Okay? I think they've got more opportunities. But because the trading corporation agreement, it did get reduced to 1+1. I don't think it's changed in the EU, so it's still 1+1 in the EU. Third country rules and all that, you know. By the way, it goes to not ready. The Tories don't get tasered. I'll tell you who does get tasered. That geezer, one of those geezers who went into Capitol Hill. Yeah, he tases his bits, didn't he? He died. A heart attack or something. I'll teach him. Pegasus can do that. Swift says number 3. There you are. Right, folks. Work beckons for the morn. Oh, Brian, don't go to work. Oh, you don't want to do things like that. No. Let's go. Letters are great. They last longer than the PMs. That they do. Tories don't get tasered. Oh, he say Tories don't. He says, right? Oh, Stragan Lake. A lack of opposable thumbs. Yeah. What are you going to say? Warrant that. What? My miss has got a lovely bushy tight cat flap. This is code, you see. This is what we need. I need to develop a code so everybody knows what I'm talking about. But I can use saucy words that are not saucy, as far as YouTube's concerned. Tell you what we do need. We need... YouTube should be a word in its own right. A word that depicts stupidity. Or ignorance. Or... Yeah. You're YouTube, you are. Something like that, I don't know. Object. Mad Monk says, right, I'm off to the WC. But he is. He's there. He's down the onto the WC. Can you hear that, Mad Monk? Yeah. So be nice until I get back. I'm thinking of you, mate. I'm thinking of you. Sorry. I'm trying to do something finicky here, says Duke Vengeance. Stop trying to make me laugh. Oh, I do a pet. Mind the gutter code, yes. Oh, is that? Do you think that's a problem? I don't think that'll be a problem. I'll be fine. That was just after I got loose. Oh, got lost in the chat scroll. Superb timing. Brian Maguire. Smith. There's 0600. Oh, to Zeebrugger. Oh, blimey. Is it one of them big old ships with the massive engines? Probably. The giant tappets. I got what coming in. I don't think one. All safe. Yes. Well, that's good. Glad about that. They're all safe, and now they're expecting treats. Oh, damn it. Well, these must be really good. Really, really tasty. Fair Dora. Right, get down now. Thank you. Just started the Channel 4 dispatches. Oh yeah, Russian money to the Tories. I need to say that. My friend lives in the sticks near me, off grid they do. I'm pretty off grid, to be fair. Long way to the WC for the potatoes, and I go, oh my god. What, you got a hut in the field, like a compost and toilet? I used to build compost and toilets for people, I did. Tree bogs as well. It's literally, we do a tree bog, it's like a shed on stilts with a hole in it where you've got your toilet mounted in there, a toilet seat and stuff. And then right there, it all falls down underneath your tree bog. And then you plant trees around, like willows and stuff like that, all around the outside of it. You have to mesh it all in as well. And you don't have to empty them. You can make them out occasionally if you really want to do that. Lovely, eh? Tree bog. Great in the woods, though. Of course, they've got trees. I love a good fairy. It's not euphemism. By the guy, Mark, it's been a long time since I had to adjust tappets on a mate. It will be a hydraulic. Yeah, hydraulic, yeah. They're all hydraulic on the big ones now. You mean you did have to use to on the old engines? Crikey. How do you get top dead centre? Was it before top dead centre? How many degrees? I don't know. Oh, Wally is stressing out with Piers Morgan, all the Tory collection. Yes, that it is. Ooh, and Israel. Yes, I advise give it a miss in the summer. The flies, use the hedge. Now, we've got a mixture of FOSS and composting toilets here. And we have no problem at all with the composting toilets. It's a commercial unit, but it works really well. It's brilliant. Okay. Wally, enough. I think you had enough for a bit. I think you can wait. I think you can wait. You can wait. You're always getting treats. You know what? We had our little thing out, our little raclette grill thing on the table to have our food. Bits of pepper and stuff. What's that? Yeah, little bits of pepper and tomatoes and basically anything I can have on keto. Cheese. Or raclette cheese. It's just like, it melts. It's really nice. It's really nice. Anyway, there's Wally. There's me sitting there like this. I've got the raclette in front of me. Chair next to me, there's Wally sitting there like this with the raclette in front of him, waiting for his little bits of chicken. Won't you, boy? Yeah, because chicken tiki is doing there. You liked that, didn't you? Yeah, you liked that. He's sitting there like, my turn. Oh, little devil that he is. Can't help it. Italian expert. Oh, did you mean immigrant? Britain has two futures. We're back in Europe, all will leave Wales and Scotland, yeah. Will be a sort of a European continent, Singapore, yeah. Singapore on the Thames, that's what they said, isn't it? So, Brian McGrath says, you had to trust the other guy with the sledgehammer as the nut locks. Oh my crikey, really? At what level? Tappets are, yeah, you got your valves that go up and down, and then you got your tappets do that, push your valves up and down, basically. And there's a little gap, so there's a little gap in between it, and it's got to be just right. And use these big old feeder, well, a car, you got tiny feeder gauges to make sure that gap. Feeder gauge is just like a thin bit of metal, really, certain so many microns, and microns, so many thousands. And you put them in there. But anyway, obviously these big old engines, you've probably got like big gaps like that, I suppose. I don't know. So you got these big spanners on top of you, and they're like a locking screw, and then you got the guy with the sledgehammer. Yeah, it's a bit worrying, that one. Show the dogs, mate. Oh god, there we go. Tell you what I can do. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll grab this camera just briefly before we get back into. Oh no, there we go. Oh my god, it's a C. It's a C. Oh dear. That's my little Wally. That's a little Wally. Oh, I know. Oh, he's sweet. And he's sweet. 13 is he's the oldest. The youngest is actually the one who looks the oldest over there, which is Pandora. And Pandora, the little black one with the beard, used to be all black, just with like a lightning bolt down her belly. Then there's Sebastian, who's got you can see him. There he is. That's Sebastian on the left, the white one, and he is Dalmador. So he's part Dalmatian and part. And he's a fruitcake. He is. You know, it's a lovely thing. All soppy dog. Spotty ears, but the rest of them is just white. But when you bath them, all the spots seem to show his fur. You're whiny, aren't you? Hmm? What? Anyway, enough of him. So, that's my Wally dog and my Pandora and Sebastian. They are lovely. They're getting on a bit now. They are constant worry because they've got health problems. Cost me a fortune. Really are. Petmidin. It's expensive. And water tablets. They have to have. Yeah, they are lovely. Did you ukulele in the background? Oh, I have a red one. Oh, I got 2 or 3 ukuleles, buddy. I can't play anymore because of a carpal tunnel. Although I've had the operation, I just can't coordinate my fingers properly anymore. Those, fretting is a real problem for me. And the fingers, they lock up like trigger fingers. So it's just, I had a quite bad carpal tunnel syndrome. So when they done the operation, I'm a little scar. I'll show you before anyway. Now, they did the operation, and it was a massive, massive improvement. I couldn't sleep at night. That was really terrible. But anyway, he's getting the shy look. I can't help it, Mark, Spitz friend. The devil makes work for idle fingers. Oh, what did he say? What did he say? Mark's the biggest fan. Ukulele in the background. Yeah. Scrolling up. Stop playing with him so much. Say what? What? What did I say? I just realised, all shorts. Did you know our ukuleles are the same colour? I haven't been able to play the ukulele or my mandolin over there for a very long time. I've now started practicing or playing, learning to play drums. I've got a kit upstairs as well, so I've been well, I say started. I got it about a year ago, and I'm terrible. I'm so bad. I've got no coordination, and my hands are out because I drop things. So it's not very helpful at all. Anyway, so it's just one of those things, isn't it? I've got that there. I've got that there. That on there. Oh, I've pretty much done that bit. I've done that bit. So that, done that. No, it's over 2 hours. So I've pretty much covered everything I wanted to cover in it. There's a lot more than that. That goes into ridiculous detail that doesn't actually tell you anything. It's just nuts. It's so painful, and some of it was contradictory as well. In some cases, they're saying you don't sign the YouTube partner program. The latest policies. But you don't get paid, will you? They won't monetize your videos if you don't comply. You got no choice. You just got to do as you're told. So, for me, I'm kind of thinking to myself, I've got to look at other ways of actually, earning a crust on, and I'm trying to do things like, for instance, we've got I've now got an account with, funnily enough, with Redbubble, which is they're looking at me. Oh, shot. There you go, there. Right, yeah. So look at other ways of trying to earn money, because at the end of the day, if you're actually doing this as a living, you're gonna have to have crazy views. Okay, Daily Blase, you're doing really well with your views, I have to admit, and but you can have just so easy to trip yourself up. You've got to be so careful what you say. Now, on a Daily Blase, for instance, at the moment you use a lot of clips and stuff like that from Parliament and what have you. Parliament's only got to say, well, this is no copyright. Then where does that leave your channel? Yeah, the problem is this things are going. We don't know what's around the corner. I like the saying, it's like building castle on sand. So you're trying to build something up, and basically because it's on sand, it's undermined, and the whole thing collapses. But you don't know when that'll happen. And YouTube itself could say, well, we don't like that anymore, because we feel that it puts our partners, those advertisers, at risk of potential copyright issues, obviously being associated with it. So I'm not really certain how you go forward with this, because every time there's a new YouTube policy is added to the policy list, and every year there's something new, it becomes tougher and tougher and tougher. They don't roll back. They never roll back on anything. Like softening something. Or if they do roll back, they don't tell you. It happens. We just agree to the policies. How many people actually read the policies or go through them? Because they're quite extensive, but they don't really give you much context to actually what they mean. Quite hard to work your way around and find out actually what they're trying to tell you, what you're supposed to do. So it's very difficult. Do a video of Derek and Clive stuff. I've looked at it. There's loads of well, there's lots of satire, so they might get away with it. But there's lots of obvious satire. But there's lots of channels out there. Copyright law and patent law needs updating urgently, because it's quite ancient, isn't it? Number 3, copyright law. I remember I did something about that before, about intellectual property rights and stuff like that when I was at college, photography, you see. And I think it's like you can use up to 5% of whatever it is about any issue. And then it's all down to context as well. Don't bother, just go on Rumble. Yeah, Rumble's new, but it's quite small, isn't it, Rumble? And there's other platforms out there as well. Another one, but you've got to pay. What's it called now? Not Tweedle. Tweedle. Oh, Vimeo. But as you pay to put your videos on there. But the idea is just so you put your videos on there, so you can put them on your websites and stuff like that. And it's that's the way I see it, anyway. I might be wrong. You're not going to get the audience. That's the problem. If you don't get the audience, how are you going to monetize other than doing other stuff to monetize? But then you still need an audience. Even if you've got to sell a product from your video, whether it be like affiliate link or an actual product, for instance, how are you going to do it? Without an audience. You still got to have an audience. So it is about chasing views, unfortunately, no matter what you're doing. You might get, obviously, some things might get, yes, you're right, number 3. I know it's shocking. So I've got like £13 in super chats, and it's I get 2/3 of that, so I'll get what? That's €8, £8 out of that. So YouTube is exceptionally greedy, but so is other platforms like Etsy. Horrendous. Etsy is absolutely horrendous. It's not even, it used to be, well, a place where you can sell things that you made, homemade goods and stuff. But not anymore. You can pretty much sell anything on it. It's just lost its integrity. What they've done is it's about shareholders, because it's grown to a size now. It's quite huge, and it's all about the shareholders. But we know that story, don't we? But look for it, there. You have to look for it. Yeah. It's so ridiculous, says as well. Who is? Twitch, yeah, there's Twitch as well. You can earn off Twitch. You can monetize for Twitch. These are all things that I am looking. I have signed up for a Twitch account. Already had one actually, but I haven't done anything on it. But I haven't really. Part of the problem is about how do you spend your time? Because YouTube itself is actually quite time greedy. You make your videos, what have you, then you obviously put your videos up, you got to put your descriptions in and stuff like that. But you also got to write your scripts. So you have to, and you obviously got to research what you're actually doing. Because I've asked myself, if it wasn't for what I'm doing on here, would I actually? Oh, cheers, number 3. Cheers, buddy. Would I actually?
You must feel the force
be following the
around
news
you.
like I do. Cheers, my friend. But I probably wouldn't, would I? You know? No, I'll occasional catch up and stuff like that, and I'll be spending my time on other stuff. But instead, every morning, pretty much I'm always checking the news, obviously, and seeing what's happening and what have you, and see what context I can take out of it. And then write my scripts, regarding my videos. And then obviously got to make your videos and then go from there, haven't you? Upload and what have you. Obviously got to comply with the new rules. And but it does take time. Now, I don't even remember a while back, I was uploading quite a few videos a day. Like at one point I was doing 12 a day. Just extreme. That is full on. I mean, that is just hammer them out. But then I got to the point where the channel's starting to really fade in regarding the views per video. And then I thought, well, what's the point? All my work and effort was going into that, and I wasn't getting anywhere. I still don't really get anywhere on this channel, to be fair. And yes, I got some really lovely loyal subscribers to the channel, which is fantastic, But I don't see the growth like a lot of other channels get, probably because either they don't understand what I'm saying, or they don't like my presentation style. I don't know. Yeah, more than likely that, I think. So I will
feel the force
regarding
around
my videos.
you.
I'm mellowing, I want to try and mellow out a little bit with, because I think sometimes I'm a bit irritating, and doesn't really, yeah. Yeah, it's one of the things that you just got something you got to deal with on these sort of platforms, and if you're gonna put all your eggs in one basket, that's kind of that is a problem. That's a problem. Just relying on YouTube for an income. If it's a side income, it's okay. It's hobby in it for some people. But when it starts taking over your life, like for instance, any money that you earn on YouTube, you've got to declare, obviously, because it's taxable income. Whether you be any channel that earns any money, none of that money just goes into your pocket. Because obviously, if it starts going into your bank, you have to declare it anyway. So it's not cash, is it? You have to pay tax on that as well. Which I ain't got a problem with that. They should take taxes, only if you're part of a society. Unless you're obviously, a Tory, and they get away with it, or pay ridiculously low taxes. So yeah, they promote the daft and crazy. Yeah, you're right, Chris. What for? Like on any lot of these, especially like I do stuff on shorts, and it's really difficult with shorts, in the sense it's really geared towards the type of content you get on TikTok. So it's very kind of like fast, rapid kind of stuff, but also like dance content, that kind of thing, or so-called comedy, or shock content and stuff like that. Oh look, it's all staged though, obviously, and but news type content doesn't really suit it. So you put that stuff on there, which I have been doing, and some videos do okay, but not. They're never going to go viral on YouTube Shorts. But YouTube Shorts is actually, at least now they are monetized, whereas before they weren't monetized at all. So literally fresh air, really. But they did used to get you subscribers. The problem is subscribers you get from different formats, such as YouTube Shorts, aren't necessarily high value subscribers. They're not necessarily going to watch your other content. Not the same kind of content as a YouTube Short. Totally different. Because with YouTube Shorts, you try and make it. If it's just a spoken content, like you just chucking something out there, well then that's chucking something out there. But if I'm doing an edited short, like for instance some of the ones I've done before, you have to try and try and do is you try and do a thing called looping. So you don't necessarily know where the end of the video is. So people watch it for longer. You get a longer retention. So, for instance, a video might say, "Oh, it's 120% viewed." So obviously they managed to go on average. Most people watch most of the video plus a little bit more of it. But they carried on watching it again because it loops on YouTube Shorts. So so you have to give that perception that it's continuing, and YouTube actually encourages that. So it sounds a bit like it seems a bit a bit fraudulent, really, in some ways. I fool people. Getting crampy. Oh dear. Thanks, number 3. It's down to what makes YouTube money. Well, what makes YouTube money is views. Now, if Daily Blaze's on here, and he's thanks in it. Daily Blaze's on here, and his videos are getting really good views. Some of his videos, crazy amount of views. He's doing really well and also he's got a lot of subscribers as well. He's overtook me. I think he got about 16,000. I think I'll say when I looked yesterday. If I still watch a video, I don't always comment on them. To be honest with you, I don't always have time because I need to obviously respond to comments on my video. It says, "I can't wait. Should be a good game." What? Oh, Super Bowl. Call yourself Quasi for tax purposes. Yeah. Oh, and his what's it? Chris Benodi, whatever it is, his buddy Chris Benodi. Yeah. Pretty much short of the pound, really, didn't Mad Monk says, right, because he's referring to stuff that I've said in my videos before. He said, "If you don't like all short stuff, then hit the dislike button twice to show your stupidity." Oh, there. Oh my God! Did you anyone see? Oh, Craig Geezer from Pink Floyd making his speech, bigging up Putin. He was. Just out of the mind, they really are. Anyway, could increase views and subs immediately by reacting to music. Recommend High Hopes by Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd. Oh, reacting to music immediately. Music content's no problems. You've got copyright issues, so that's a difficult one. I've no fan of Putin, of course, but their material was often better than other. Yeah, it's like some of the album covers are brilliant. Well, pretty annoying. All the music I used to like, you probably look behind it and never mind the bollocks. That's holics. Never mind holics. And realise the geezers are a little bit crazy. So I'd have regrets there. YouTube hinted at me to do historical vids for kids. Seems one of them had loads of kids watching one. I can't remember which one. Really? Seriously? But you'd have to market, obviously, suitable for children, wouldn't you? Obviously, be careful what you say. Definitely. Yeah. Actually, somebody had an idea. Somebody sent me a message on my one of my other channels. It hasn't got enough subscribers on the 800 subscribers on my channels, and he was saying to me, "Guy left a message. You ought to do I do put food tech review type things, real basics, and just might put my point of view or something. Just like do shorts, but basically ranting about the bad stuff about stuff. Just don't look at the good stuff. Just talk about the bad stuff." Like the fact that webcams don't come with sun hoods. That sort of stupid stuff. But really rant about it. But you're angry. I don't know. Under 60 seconds. And I think it was quite a good idea because you could create a whole platform like that, couldn't you? On various products and stuff. But then you link to the products down below and nobody's going to buy it because you just said it's shit. Rubbish. Yeah. Got my water over here. My lemon in. Got tiny bit of rum that I hardly touched, and coffee over here. Mark's biggest friend. I don't know if you heard earlier, but Geraldine, she sent me more mugs, 4 cups. Doing all night, says Daniel Craigie. Do you know what I mean? I reckon I could do that. I've done 6 hours. I reckon I could do that, but I'm not doing it all night tonight because I'll get told off by Mad Monk. So yeah, I'm probably going to sign off, but no, under 3 hours anyway. What we'll do. Do an all-nighter, crikey, can you imagine? I reckon I could do that. Do a 24-hour marathon, like a marathon stream. Well, I mean, oh, by the way, how's the internet been on your end? Because I got my new internet in, and although they lied, it's regarding how much download we get. It's still pretty good. We're getting about 400 or 500. Well, we're getting up to 900 megabits per second download, and about 600 megabits per second upload, which is pretty damn good considering what we did have. And so far, it's seeming quite good. But what we do find though, it jumps about a lot regarding, very contended. So doing all night, no, not at the moment. Maybe one day. I live with 2 teenagers. I tell you what. I'll do a ridiculously long one, but that'll be when Mrs. visits the UK because I'll be telling her up. So I'll give it a go. See how long I can stream for. I'll stream as long as I can until it actually stops, or I stop, as in collapse. Those are the music reaction videos on YouTube. Seem to find music reaction videos no problem. I think you can do that under the current rules. It's a bit like news stuff. It's like the Parliament stuff and stuff like that, and copyright issues regarding. But I've had video clips that I've used on talk when I've been talking about them. Copyrighted strikes in the past. But some of the worst ones, Talk TV is pretty terrible for that. Question Time, pretty terrible for that. Getting your copyright strikes. GB News actually is pretty bad for copyright strikes. And obviously the obvious ones beat anything to do with the BBC. Quickly get copyright strikes. I don't know. The thing is, do I really want to go to all that trouble? Then they upload the video, and then it gets taken down. So is the point then? At what point do you actually know that everything's okay? Is that you've already made everything, you've done all the work, and you get told at the end? Where's the encouragement of that? Well done, girl. Oh, Schultz, do that right. You're not you're not doing another 6 hours. Oh, yeah, that's good. That's good. Good. No more blips. That's fine. Excellent. No circles of death. Excellent. Geraldine is a darling. She's I had a bit of an exchange with her. She's had a bit of a hard time recently. But she's she's absolutely lovely. She really is. Sent me some more coffee cups. I've got 4 now. So we have 2 we're going to keep for the camper. It's going to be these 2 probably. And then the 2 what we've been, yeah. These ones I think are slightly narrower in the bottom here, so a bit better in the cup holders. I know, she's great. Oh, Reagan, no, Reagan, going back. Oh, not the work, don't go to work. Don't do it. No. Strike. That's what you got to strike. You got a union? Get yourself a union. Not make your own. There's nothing that gets me is that in the UK, right, we've got all these unions, what have you, and everyone's striking. People strike anyway in France, as you probably know, obviously. And it's the country with the smallest amount of unions. Hardly any unions here in France. So, I'll tell you. The French know how to strike. They just do it. Yeah. Protests. Oh, protest bill. I did one. Who's Obadiah Thomas says, did one history on 13 US Commonwealth states, and they all had British accents in 1970. And that's not the Redcoats. Take care, Reagan. Sleep tight, buddy. Let me tuck you in. No? Okay, I won't then. Oh. And Lefty Booter, hello, buddy. Chris Rich says they don't want their stuff used against them in videos that call out their fraud. I watched an early man video recently by a guy called Stefan Milo. Why does that ring a bell? Very well researched and presented. There was French guy who went to an awful lot of trouble, started the channel, and he came to the United Kingdom. asked sorts of questions about to people in the UK about Brexit. Interviewed them, asked. So well done. Might have even been him. He hadn't uploaded anything for a long time, but his video's got hardly any views, and but the production quality is really, really good. So that discourages people, you see. But he's a French guy who's doing videos about, I suppose there's also location issues as well. Difficult one, isn't it? Elon Musk. There's Celtic Hammer. Coffee! Got coffee. That's coffee. Kebab shop owner cutting the slab of meat would be turning in his grave. Oh, that he would. Shameless plug for Snowflake Show. Yeah, don't forget the Snowflake Show on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. GMT. Shilling in the gas maker in the shilling in the gas. Oh my God, a shilling. Oh, do you remember the shilling? 5p. God, got a tuppence like. Yeah, that's hell of a skill, number 3, though, isn't it? And the thing is, if you're uploading videos every day, you can't go to that much that effort. It just doesn't. There's just not enough time to do it. Now, when I first started the channel, I was doing edited videos every day, and all the ones I took off now, a bit risque, feel. Definitely no, but they were my videos that seem to perform the best are the ones where I was on the walk. Problem is with that is the weather changes. The air changes. It's not always possible, and we're not always walking the dogs. We walk the dogs, but you're not always going places to walk the dogs where it's suitable to do videos. So, and also have to think about the missus. I can't do constantly making videos with the missus. Actually, don't communicate then when we do the videos. It's not fair on her. So I don't know. It's a hard one, really. I would say they were the most popular videos when I was doing the ones when I was walking them out. When we get our camp, when I afford to get the camper back on the road, we're going to go around France. Hopefully next month, I think. Got to be CT'd, you see, like an MOT. And then we're going to go on a bit of a talk. Because it doesn't matter where I am to do YouTube, apart from the other stuff I'm supposed to. Yeah, and then we'll talk. 470 milliliters. There's 16 ounces on the bottom of those. Oh, shorts. Their mugs are no good for my bear, as they don't hold enough. Oh, I see. 30 mils short. Oh, you got the 500 mils. Should have posted in France, not the UK. That's the funny rule. Doing vids in another country, it's quite difficult because obviously, if you want to try, the biggest market is the US, isn't it? 150 odd million people. That makes a lot of sense to try and get your videos in front of their faces. But the big bet is obviously YouTube is. They'll tend to push your videos to wherever you are. Whereas my blogs on my website, a lot of them are viewed in the US, mainly in the US, UK, then France. Also got some strange odd places, or Canada as well. Quite a few people reading my blogs in Canada, but mainly the US, my biggest amount of people. And it's passive income. So once you made it, built it, that is actually passive income. YouTube is not passive income. You're not building up a long-term. My catalog wasn't. I didn't find it too hard to take down my videos. I did at first, but I quickly warmed to the idea. Say warmed to the idea. So it didn't take long for me to decide that was the right thing to do, because old videos, news-related videos, any videos really don't do that well. Really don't. They get hardly any views at all, if any. They don't get pushed by YouTube. You see. Most views on YouTube from suggested videos on. Not through search or whatever have you. So it's difficult. It's 473 milliliters of 16 ounces. Cheers. And the great thing about the shilling, the 5p coin, is that it was the same size as the Deutschmark coin. Will they fit in the machines? Why would you want to put beer in a sippy cup? Anyway, that's a good point. I'd gas you up. That would be a bit gassy. Is that something when you're driving? Not a good idea. VPN works. I use... Oh, I see. You obviously got NordVPN. Got the one which I can't remember what it's called. It's got a little bear or something. I don't use a VPN at the moment. I should do. But I've got other things I spend money on in the sense of like subscriptions. Can get all very expensive. Shish kebab for me every time, and the veggie one, lamb chunks, yum. Not veggie then, is it? Where's the shotgun? That Liz is at the door again. Oh no, don't do it. Just throw lettuces at her. Rotten lettuces. No, they last longer than her. You'll fail to lettuce. Squire, where's that shotgun? I've decided to watch Eurotrash. Oh my god. After this. Just for a laugh. Oh my god, you got to do it now. Eurotrash. Where can you watch Eurotrash? Is it still going? I used to watch it in the UK. I haven't watched it here since I've been in France. Oh, I love Eurotrash. Eurotrash was brilliant. You can't have that on YouTube. There'll be all this sort of stuff. Oh, there, that Eurotrash. Blimey. Okay. Another 10-15 minutes. What do you make of Theresa Kofi refusing to investigate environmental issues? Oh, where's it gone again? Jumped. I've lost my Theresa Kofi. No, about refusing to investigate environmental issues. She just jumped on me. Now I've lost it. No, I can't find it. Well, she's an environmental hazard herself, isn't she? Theresa Kofi. What do I make of that? Well, President, she's been there before. And what about... Probably trying to protect her friend, isn't she, Liz Truss? That's what she's trying. Because Liz Truss got made huge cuts to environment agencies. I can't remember, it was 150 billion cuts. Some crazy amount of money was pretty much just swept to one side regarding, by Liz Truss. And she was environment. Lovely, isn't she? Can't find her at your Truss. It just disappeared. I'll find it though. God damn. Right. What? I was out in my back garden for 3 months last year. What? Why? Mad monk. I keep cool in the summer and Scottish summers. Oh, I see. Oh, what you want, a tent or you got a little cabin or something? Eurotrash was brilliant, and then I loved Eurotrash. So fun. But there's a lot of innuendo and saucy content and stuff. The fact we could see it is pretty good. And of course I mentioned something about Ukraine, about Turkey the other day, and I got criticised for what phrase are you? Shameful attempt to promote your channel or something. What? All I said was, thoughts go out to those in Turkey. That's all. Pretty much all I said. So there you go. That was taken the wrong way for some reason. Why would you put me on the Sippy Cup? Oh, they have YouTube. Eurotrash has a YouTube channel. Really? No, I used to bed for firewood. What? No. Oh, I'm really confused. Valentine's Day, Tuesday. Oh my god, what are we gonna do? He's got me. I'll just get a big bow. Yeah, darling. And what else are people gonna do with that? She'll get, oh dear. I got my hospital appointment that day. Oh. Specialist to see why my healthy eyeballs went double vision. Well, healthy eyeballs went double vision. That's not very helpful. very healthy. Body systemic problems, apparently. Now, my sister, when she had an injury on her arm, strapped up for a long time, when the plaster eventually came off, she couldn't use her hand. That's all. She just couldn't. Basically, the brain and her hand become disconnected. She's an artist. So, yeah, textiles artist. And, textile designer. And so she had to go to see his therapist. What the therapist basically prescribed for her, she got a hand that's working fine. She had to sit there so many minutes a day with a plate, this mirror vertically between her. So she basically instead of looking at her hand that she can't move, she's looking at the other hand and in the reflection. And it's supposed to fool the brain into like resetting the wires, I suppose, the connections for the other hand. And then eventually she got to use back her hand again. So, yeah, a bit odd, isn't it? How about that on a vase? No, you can't. This Sir Larry the Cat. Be careful where you put that bow, man. Bow. Oh, I see, you can't put that in the vase. No, okay. What's up, Duke Vengeance? What's the angry face for? A bear and sippy cup. Oh, McCurran's export. Hobgoblin for me. That's what I quite like. Hobgoblin. I drink a lot of French, Belgian beer, German beer, because that's what we can get easily. There again, you can get Hobgoblin there. Speckled hen. Yeah. So YouTube is a nightmare. Last summer we had temperatures over 30 degrees for 3 weeks, so stayed in the gazebo. Oh, I get your point there. God, yeah. Hot when that. Although we grew quite a bit of stuff, some things did really well in that heat, and other things were just bolted. Bolton's just basically good to seed. But as onions, any of those sort of crops, they really, really struggled. Luckily the garlic gets harvested in June, so it was bad. So but onions and stuff usually a month or two later, and they'll bolt. You know, like a big globe of flower, and actually quite nice flower on them. Look, round ball. Yeah. Be careful with that bishop's finger. Oh my god. The brain is not only in the head, your brain is all over your body. The digestive system is known as our second brain, after all. Well, you try to say I think of my stomach? Probably. That's probably how I got like this. You know? I lost 4 kilos, so that's a good sign. Going the right way. Going the right way, so I hope I keep losing weight. I should be about 70. For my height, about 65, 70 kilo. According to the scale, I can't see that myself. Maybe 70, 75 or something. Then maybe I'll do some more exercise. Maybe it's a possibility. Maybe. Well, I think it's time for me to go to bed as well, because it's nearly 12 o'clock here. And we're coming up to 3 hours. So I might actually let it, I think. Walls are red, roses are blue, everything's rosy, Tories are true. Really? I don't think they are, no. They're truly disastrous, that's what I would say. Well, but the brain is not in for the head. No. Careful with the bishop's finger. Oh, I'm off to bed. See. Take care, Orc. Old Peculiar Ale. Got a kit here somewhere I haven't actually made yet. Probably about 10 years old. It is about 10 years old. Are you promoting a benefit? Oh, stress, Marcus. Okay. Well, yeah, no, I don't know. Am I? Thomas the Octopus. Thomas the Octopus is alien, apparently. What? Or the Octopus. Octopus. Who's? Now you can say that this is a science video. Oh. Daybard says good night, everybody, and I'm going to say that take care and sweet dreams. So, don't forget to boot the old like button. and does help the channel, Ian. And check out we've got our website, which is allshorts.eu, and on there I have stuff on there for t-shirts and stuff like that, merchandise. But also there's a contact page on there if you've got any ideas, videos, and that, you know, there. I do actually read all our emails. I can't always reply for obvious reasons. But then there's also we've got Redbubble, Teespring, all that stuff, the merch and stuff. And obviously, anything that obviously helps the channel. But also, what I was going to say, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah, YouTube short shorts, as in all short shorts channel as well. It should be in the description down below. It's our little vertical videos that we put on. We put most of them on there. It's not monetized yet, and it hasn't got many subscribers, so helping hand there would be very helpful. Just to push it along. So you don't get notifications generally for shorts anyway, so you won't be hammered with notifications. So yeah, so pop over there and probably be very kind. And also we've got a woodwork, and I go live on my woodworking channel, and might do that tomorrow even afternoon. Oh yeah. I want to do that every day, the woodworking channel, live. Whenever we talk about politics, I don't think so. Yeah, but it's literally either making stuff or playing with tools. I play with your tools in your toy shop. Workshop. I play with your toys in your workshop. What's nice about playing with wood, you know. Very therapeutic, you know. And also when you're drawing, I tell you what, let me show you what I do. I don't know if you find it. Be in that one. Will it be in that one? No, it's not there. I haven't. Oh, weight loss is a feature of stress. It is, and lots of other problems. Fibromyalgia, which whenever I have whenever I'm overweight, which I am at the moment, it really kicks off, and I get like muscular pain in your major muscle groups, like in your back and stuff like that. It's not like backache. It's hard to explain. And then your thighs and stuff. I know when I get it, I get like chronic pain, a bit like chronic pain disorder. Fibromyalgia basically mean pain in the muscles, basically. And I'll ask Alexander Boss to Pepple Johnson. He'll know. Sweet dreams to you too, Rose. Okay. Wish you the missus and the kids and kids. Well, the kids are the dogs at the moment. The other kids are all, you know, either in the UK or some of the kids are here, as in grandchildren. Or kids, all grown up now. Taller than me. Not difficult. Tonight wow, that's pretty good. So tonight we reached over 90 live viewers, according to Mad Monk, and over 172 likes. That's pretty good going for 90 live viewers, isn't it? So that's yeah, at any one time. So not bad, and it's accrued 198 views in that time as well for live. That's pretty good for me. Only a little channel, isn't it? You know, I'm not Max Rospere, no. Please, boot that old like button. Like I said, it does help. Cheers, Mad. Most appreciated. And thanks for helping us out tonight. And some people see images in their brain when they smell something or hear a certain sound. Oh, do I want that vision? No, don't want that. Oh my god, that's horrible. Okay, crochet. Okay, it's crochet. It's crochet. Knitted. Yeah, it's wool. Anyway, it's time for me to go. You should take a pottery, says Vincent Brennan. Oh, I draw. I've been sketching. I've been doing lots of sketching. I really would like to show you my sketching. Is that possible? Can I do that? Might be able. Let's see how to do. Oh, hang on. I can do that. Oh, dear. Oh, stress. There's a tick. That's a bit odd, isn't it? It's not really what. Over. That there. Not really. No, it's not there. Oh, this is not helpful. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'll leave it in the handshake. Put it on Twitter. What I do when I'm bored. I don't actually get bored. More case really. What I do when I de-stress. I start sketching. Hey, don't know, Farage. No, I don't want to send him. Go away, Farage. I follow Farage because it's quite funny. It is. That one. Oh God, got 19. Oh, there you go. Oh, here we are. I'll do. What a palaver! This is such a palaver. Yeah, because I like woodworking. Yes, that's what I do. Oh, there we are. So that I get that over there. Da-da. Oh no, I'm playing. I'm playing. Going bigger. It's going smaller. When should be going bigger? Anyway, I sketched that last. Yeah, sketching that. Come up, babe. Yeah, I know. As a hand playing, it looks a lot better from what I could see than what it does on OBS. I don't know actually. Can't tell. Anyway, time for me to go. So well, I think it's. I said it a minute ago. I haven't gone yet. Oh yeah. I can see it plainly, says who's ever doing. Oh dear. All now. That is a number 5 Stephen Plain, a Stanley Bailey, Bedrock. It's just a number 4. There I sat broken hearted, paid my penny, and only farted. Looks a little plain, says Lefty Boater. Bum bum. Don't tell me about boredom. I can't tell you. I'll tell you a few things about boredom. Yeah, I don't get bored because I'm always busy, especially you two. Really keeps you busy. Have you uploaded more videos recently? Number 3. I am clocking off in a sec. But yeah, you just got to press record. That's what you got to do. You just got to press record. Don't worry about it. Just do it. Just don't swear. Microphone nice and reasonably close. It's a bit far away, ready to be like that. You're all bassy. Yeah. Sound all sexy and saucy. Yeah, that's what you do. Very close. Looking forward to more posts. Almost 7 a.m. here at Unamendi. Oh. 7 a.m. behind me. Oh, whereabouts are you? United States. Hello, B-Ways. Good night, my buddy. Oh, cheers, Mad Monk. You're a talented man. We all love your channels, but so. All right, man. On that note, maybe a series of old French farm tools, says Vincent Brennan. Oh, showing off your big tool. I've got some big tools, I tell you. Yeah, I'm a bit of a tool, to be fair. That's what people say, anyway. Okay. You're looking at pictures of letters. On that note, let's go. Got any Cooper tools? I've got some Coopers. I've got some. What do they call it when you do that? Got there's wheelwright tools as well, especially for the job. Spoke shaves. Got plenty of spoke shaves. Oh, wheelwrights. Got to speak to the devil. Funny you say that. Yeah, I've got plenty of spoke shaves, or ghostly shaves, as some people call them. Hooks. Yeah, draw hooks. Compass planes and stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not saying I'm gonna make just a hell of a skill job. It really is. And it's not sort of thing you just lend your hand to. It's a trade you learn in a lifetime. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna take Mad Monk's advice. I think I'll be one of these for sleep. I'm gonna say ta-ta. So ta-ta. Oh. Go.
Whoop-de-doo!
Oh. Many, miny, mo. I can't do that one. Never won the Tories, left the Tories. Can't use that anymore. We need to remind ourselves who. Tonight, better.
I've got a brilliant new strategy, which is that nobody knows which one to concentrate on.
So they cease to be newsworthy.
They cease to be newsworthy. You completely outgeneral the media in that way, and they despair.
Oh dear. Explains it all, really, doesn't it?